Hello, this is Miss Candy from TPOT Media. Welcome to Dark X. Dark X. Think about this. Dark X. Yeah, X. Dark X. You understand? Dark X. Yeah, X. You understand? Dark X. Yeah, X.
Peace, folks, and welcome back to another edition of the Profit of Thought series right here on the old TPOT YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why you are here. Tonight, DXL, Dark X Live, so y'all already know, you already know how it's going down. I have rounded up the usual suspects, and they should be filing in at any moment. The last few weeks, y'all know we've been doing the Dark X's live, but we've been only having like, one guest, and they get up here and they tell some dark truth. So I know y'all been missing those headbanger balls that we have on Thursday. So you will be happy to know that this week we're going back to that. Um, Also, I want to thank everybody who donated last night. Y'all always know I start the show off with that. Thanking my contributors, thanking my subscribers, my supporters. Um, I appreciate the donations. I appreciate the subscriptions. I appreciate the support. Because, like I always say, I mean, you do not have to spend your hard earned coins on this platform, but you choose to do so. And it is greatly appreciated. Um, I mean, y'all have supported this platform so much, man. It's like, I mean, every time I get up here and say it, you know, I don't want to sound sappy or nothing like that, but I appreciate those of you who support this channel and see value in this channel. I'm humbled and honored. And like I always say, y'all know who y'all are, because every time you send me a donation, I sit down and I make sure I write you a personal email thanking you personally, not a computer generated email that you just get automatically. I actually sit down and write you a thank you email thanking you for your contributions. So once again, it is greatly appreciated and I thank you. So let's get at it. Like y'all see the title, okay? Dark X Live, pocket watching, and media money. This has been a common topic in the days of late. Because let's talk about people who donate, super chat, donating through Streamlabs, PayPal, whatever case may be, or you may have a Patreon. I don't have a Patreon. I don't have one of those, but I don't know. I might be getting one soon. But people who donate usually donate of free will. Okay. It's not like you got a gun, digitally pointing to someone's head, making them donate to your channel. But you have people who have a problem with that. You have people who think that you shouldn't be receiving donations from people, and or you shouldn't be asking for them either. Now, of course, I disagree with that. Why? Because Negroes see to want things for free. Now they look at you, they look at us and they see us on YouTube and they say, well, this is free. And that's true. It's free for them. It's not free for us, because when you create content, especially if you're making pre-recorded videos and things of that nature, all that stuff costs you something. I mean, it costs you something to pay your lights, your computer costs money, your microphones, your mix boards, the programs that you buy, your sound cards, your video cards, your audio cards, all that stuff costs money. Okay. Now, people will think it's free because it's free to them. But the type of people who think that way are usually people who live with their mama. Okay. Grown men who don't live with their mama know that life is not free just because it's free for you. Somebody's paying for it. Okay. Even if you're not. I've had people come and me, to be honest with y'all, I mean, it's only been like the last, say, year and a half that I've actually been, like receiving donations like that, on a weekly basis. And I don't receive this enormous amount of money. Okay. I don't. I work for a living. Okay. That's what I do. Now I know some brothers, YouTube is their job. Okay. I don't have a problem with that. But YouTube is not mine. It's not my job. I work for a living. In fact, I worked today all the way up till the sun went down, even a little after. So YouTube isn't my job. But when people donate to me, I see it as, they see some type of value in the platform. Like I always say when I start off, they obviously see some type of value in the platform. And, I may say, if you're feeling generous, with your coins. Throw a few coins, in the bucket. I may say that, but I don't solicit donations hardcore like that. I don't really go in. I don't demand donations. I had somebody come on my channel, I guess it was about a week ago or so, and they wrote underneath a video, stop begging. You guys need to stop begging and all this kind of nonsense. They kind of make it seem like, you standing up here, with your sign saying I work for food. You know how you come off the highway and you come off the overpass, especially if you're in a city. You come off the overpass and it's usually maybe one or two dudes and they got a sign and they saying, I'm homeless or I'm trying to get to Florida or something like that. They make it seem they make it seem like you're doing that. And anyone doing that. I haven't seen anyone doing that. When they solicit donations, it never comes off as begging. It's actually more like they're soliciting. It's solicitation because they figure, hey, they are putting out a product. If you support the platform, go ahead and support the product. I mean, that's how it comes off to me. I've never had a problem with people receiving donations or getting donations because I donate to people myself. I mean, because believe it or not, when people donate to me, a lot of that money, I turn it right around and donate it right into other brothers. I donate to quite a few brothers, actually, to be honest with you. Like if you send me like $5, $10, usually what I do, if I get like a $10 donation, I'll take 5 of that and give it to somebody else. I'll take 3 of that and give it to somebody else, keeping the money circulating. You understand? I mean, I don't do any living off of the donations. Usually when I get donations, I use it and I order things. Like I order like this little thing here, this little USB card, that kind of stuff. Sound cards, stuff like that. Microphone, like I just ordered a microphone cable the other week with the donations. I mean, I take the donations and I use it for this. I mean, I don't live off of it. I don't buy weed with it. I don't pay my rent with it. I don't pay the light bill with it because I don't make enough money off of here to do that anyway. So I take it and I just pretty much recycle it. If I don't recycle it to the brothers, I usually recycle it into the platform. I mean, that's just the way it is because this stuff does cost money. All right. Cost money. Your cables cost money. Your microphones cost money. I mean, all this stuff costs money. So that's what I do. I usually just recycle it, because I ain't rolling. I ain't rolling in the dough. I don't have this bucket of donations. It ain't like this wheelbarrow of cash that I'm rolling in every damn day because it's just not like that. It's just not. But I don't have a problem with brothers getting donations. I mean, because I know what goes into this. Because I know brothers who are online more than me, more days out of the week than me. So I know what they're putting into this. All right. I know what they're putting into this. So, I mean, for people to support their platform, I don't think that's that big of a deal. I mean, and far as black people go, I mean, we need to stop demanding from other people's lives. We need to stop demanding that that a person doesn't do something that you don't like. Because if you don't like that a brother's asking for donations on his page, why are you watching the page? It's sort of like if you're sitting down watching television, right? And we all sit down with our remote and we flick through channels. There's a lot of channels we just don't watch, like the country music channel, for instance. If you flipping channels and you come to that, you flip right past it, right? Because you don't watch it. You don't sit there and watch it and freaking bitch, moan, and complain about the channel, right? You just flip past it. So if you're not liking what brothers are doing on their channels, why are you watching it? I never seen a group of people come to a channel just to freaking express their dislike and their disdain of the channel. I mean, is that the person you love to hate thing. Because guess what? People that I don't like to watch, guess what? I don't watch them. Why to watch them? You understand? So I don't get why people have so much into hating people, into disliking people. I mean, I don't get it. You dislike what they do, stay the hell away from them. Stay the hell away from them. Would you on their door and tell them just don't like them? Would you do that? That wouldn't make any sense, right? Just knock on their door and tell them how much you dislike them. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't, because your black ass will probably get shot. Media is the same way. If you the content that a person is putting out, if you don't like what they're doing on their channel, you don't like what they're talking about, you don't like the fact that they ask for donations, guess what you should do? Stay the hell away from their channel. I mean, it's pretty simple. Okay, it's pretty simple. What's good, everybody? I see you up there. What's good, Spirit of Truth? What's good, WOTP? Brother Info, man, check your email, brother. I sent the link to you already. Because y'all know if y'all don't come up here, you know, X will run his mouth the whole 3 hours. I will fill in the gap. You know, what's up, Captain James T. Kirk? I see you up there, brother. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know why. I don't understand why we're like that, folks. I mean, I just, you know, then on top of that, we like to pocket watch, you know. We just sit around. Oh, this person's making so much money. Oh, this person making. Why do we care? Why do we care? If a brother is making good money on here, I'm happy for him. All right. I'm sitting back. I'm not wishing him harm or hate. I'm wishing I could make as much money as he's making on here. That's what I wish. I'm not wishing him harm or hate because he's making coins on the internet. I mean, come on. Plus, I say again, what's it to you? Because whatever a brother is getting, he's getting it freely. Okay. People are giving it freely. All right. He's not sticking them up in an alley. All right. He's not kicking in their door and stealing the money jar that's in the kitchen. He's not doing that. All right. He's not coming in your house and looking under your mattress and grabbing that money that you got in a sock. He's not doing that. People donate because they see value in whatever a brother's doing, no matter what that value is, no matter what that brother's doing. People see value in it. So what do? They donate to the cause. They donate to the brother. They donate to the platform because they see value in it. I mean, all you pocket watchers out there, I'm led to believe that you pocket watching folks, y'all must be broke. Y'all must be seriously broke. Y'all obviously live in grandma's attic. You worrying about somebody else's money. You don't have your, so I would assume you're living in grandma's attic, all right, driving grandma's car, okay, and grandma still buy you cigarettes, all right. That's what I'm left to assume if you're so concerned that you have to be pocket watching the next brother, because that means you're not watching your own pockets. Because see, brothers who work for theirs and get their own, they watch their own pockets. They don't watch other people's pockets. All right, they just don't. I mean, I'm so sick of that nonsense, man. Talk about this. Personally, I don't care. I'm bringing it up now because now it's spilt over to me. Because now people are writing shit in my comment section. You know, like, come on, man, really? That's something I would never do. I'm not going to go to someone's comment section just to write how much I don't like them. If I don't like what I'm watching, guess what? I just won't come back. That's what I would do. I'm not going to write how much I hate you or how much I don't like you or how ugly I think you are or stop begging for donations. Now, I'm not going to write none of that shit. I'm just not going to come back. If I write something in your comment section, you best believe it's something decent, it's something that I respect, it's something that I think is magnificent. Okay. It's something that I think is extraordinary. Commenting on what a brother is doing or complimenting what a brother is going to nobody's damn comment section just to talk shit to them. That's stupid. It's just stupid. You don't like your ass out of their damn off their page, man. I mean, when are we gonna stop this foolishness? It's like are immature. It's like we immature. It's like I mean, up stuff, man. It's not. That is not grown up stuff. Now I know it's people out there listening, and they're not gonna take heed to it at all. Okay, they're not because, like I said, they're living in grandma's attic. So obviously, all right, they don't have no life. They're too busy sitting around pocket watching you and doing keyboard freaking kung fu and karate, trying to tell you what to do on your damn site. What's good, brother Art?
What's going on, Dr. X?
So just sitting up here talking about the pocket watchers,
Yeah, I'm with
media
it.
money.
They come in all ages, colors. They come from all over. I don't even know what kind of factory they're made in. But man, even when I was
Well,
I was selling chocolate in my class for $1, and it was like maybe 10 people buying it. And one of the students said, "Wow, you're gonna be making bank." I'm like, really? I just made my money back from what I paid for this stuff, but you cared about me making bank? Anyhow, what you had to say, brother?
it's weird
Hello?
because yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Can
can
you hear
hear
me,
you,
brother
brother.
Art?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I can
I
hear you.
mean, it's like and it's like, and I hate to say this, man, because I know everybody gonna get mad and all that kind of nonsense, but I don't really care. It seemed like black people, we do it more than anybody else. We're always pocket watching the next person, always pocket watching the next brother. We always concerned with what the next brother is getting. Like, who cares how much another brother makes? Who cares what a brother's making on media? I mean, I see brothers, I watch brothers on media, and I watch people be donating to them and all that kind of stuff. I mean, affect me at all. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. And even a little channel like mine, people donate to me. They donate through Super Chat, Labs, and PayPal, and all that kind of open my show up, thanking everybody for doing it. And
Mm-hmm.
they got a problem with me. They tell me, "Oh, you need to stop begging. You beg throughout your whole show." And really, some shows I don't even ask for donations. I don't even mention donations on some shows because I forget. I got the automated thing that goes through Streamlabs, and it just it comes up on its own. But I mean, I don't sit
Right.
up here the whole stream asking for donations. That's not what I
Yeah.
do. I mean, what you hear me say is, hey, if you're feeling generous, throw some coins in the bucket. That's it.
Right.
That's my
Right.
pitch. Okay.
Right.
Anyone who follows the Proper Thought series, that's my pitch. And I maybe 5, 6 times throughout a 3. So I don't know what it is with this. I'll stop begging, stop begging. It's like, really? I
Yeah,
mean,
we get it.
I
We kind of get it
don't sit there,
from
man.
we kind of get it from the church in a way. What do you every time you want money, Reverend, where is this going? Man,
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of money in the bucket. What you gonna do with it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, we kind of get that culture, man. I remember hearing that even when I was little, and even sometimes, you know, we gotta actually be held. I mean, we had to be super transparent when we get the money, and even like itemize all the exact things that every $5 win or every dollar win. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see it in other cultures that much. But we do get the worst, but at the same time, we do the worst to our people as well. You know, I ain't gonna say no
Yep.
names, but but they've been kind of questioned, with the torches, like, when you gonna have this thing built, or when you gonna do A, B, and C, and they never done it. So, but they help. It's always blaming, blaming one for the sin of others.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So,
think there's such a big because we have sort of a herd mentality,
hmm
so to paint things with a broad brush. So if we're always questioning what somebody's doing with their money, or question how much money a brother's getting, if we're doing that to one person, we're doing it to everybody, because we paint everybody with a broad brush. If we think that way about the preacher, we think that way about the plumber. We think that way about the plumber. We think that way about the mechanic. If we think that way about the mechanic, we think that way about the artist. If we think that way about the artist, we think that way about brothers on media. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, media is different because what people donate to your channel, you have no control over that. I mean, you ask for donations, people could say, hell no, I ain't giving you nothing, Negro. So if someone's donating to your channel, you don't have any control over how much they donate or when they donate, or you don't have any control over that. So for people to, oh, look at that. Good look, brother Carl. Like right there, I know who's ever watching my pockets. I know y'all mad at that $25 donation that just lit up right there. I know y'all probably mad at that. Y'all probably wonder what I'm gonna do with that $25, right? Good look, brother Carl. So
yeah,
I mean, I can't. Prime example. Prime example. Brother Carl, who always donates. I mean, because Carl got that money. He always donates to this platform, okay, all the time. I mean, I can't control him. I can't say, oh no, please don't donate, Carl, please don't donate anymore. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm also
right,
not gonna say, oh, Carl, please donate $100. Carl, please
right,
donate 50. I don't have any control over that. I don't.
right.
I have any control over that. So for people to get mad at you and come on your channel and tell you stop begging, stop begging. You see that, pocket watches? I didn't ask for one donation. It just came in on its own. See, without me begging. So I guess y'all have a freaking reason. Y'all will make up some shit. Maybe y'all will think I'm doing it telekinetically. Maybe I'm telekinetically begging. I don't know. All I know is y'all need to stay off my damn channel, okay, telling me what to do. Because guess what? It's my goddamn YouTube page. If I want to beg on it, I will. I
You
will
know who
beg
gets it
on
the
it.
worst? You know who
Who?
really gets that pocket watching the worst is the homeless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, they're like, I'm not giving him any money because all he gonna do is smoke it up,
Yeah. Yeah.
or he gonna buy some liquor. Who cares?
Yep.
You gave from your heart, and maybe that money might change his life to where he'd be able to do the right. You were sincere about you giving that money to that person.
Yeah.
People need to be happy for people regardless when they find a little happiness from a beer to building a company.
Mm-hmm.
I never understood that whole thing where I'm just going to hold. Now, granted, like preferable dollar, come on, that's a no-brainer.
Mm. Yeah, that's a
Okay.
no-brainer.
But certain people that that's really, in deep down inside they're struggling, they need some help because they're lacking resources and things like that.
True.
Why would you even second guess?
Mm-hmm.
I
I
never
mean,
understood that.
we too busy because see, many of us black folks, we probably should have became accountants, because we so good at counting other folks' money, you know, because, you know, that's kind of what accountants do. You know, they kind of count other folks' money and situate it, and, you know, a lot for this, a lot for that, and make sure you're paying the right amount of taxes and all that kind of stuff. See, many of us, we should have became accountants because, see, we love counting other folks' money. You know, I've watched streams, man, where people literally right in the chat room, they see somebody getting donations. Oh man, you made $200 today. You made 300. I mean, they are literally keeping track of the amount of money that they see getting donated. I'm like, man, that's going way too far, man. You're sitting there watching a stream, and you're actually tallying up the amount of donations that came in. Either you're just naturally accountant, or you definitely live in grandma's attic. Yeah, you're living in grandma's attic. Because I mean, when I'm watching the stream, the last thing is on my mind is how much money a brother's getting donated to him, man. I don't care about that shit. Shit ain't coming to my pockets. Shit.
Yeah,
you gotta stop the pocket watching, man.
Yeah, because it's definitely really it's ran rampant on YouTube for sure, especially in Black
Yep.
YouTube. You know, um, I don't know, because it's like, okay, your success is it becomes your brand, but
Yes.
they try to take that away to where, okay, if I can dismantle somebody of my own community based on them getting some kind of donations and things like that, I guess I'm going to feel better after the damage has been done.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sickness.
Mm-hmm.
That's a true sickness. I
Of
always
course it
wish
is.
that, you know how you have the Dr. Drews and stuff like that? We need a
Mm-hmm.
black version on Black YouTube and get
Yeah,
all
right.
the different black YouTubers that don't get along or hate on each other and put them all in the same panel so that they can do some kind of intervention, because that haterism, man, it wears you down. It's tiring, let alone the ones that be in the different chats. Like, come on, but
They're in everybody's room, and that's how I know they ain't got no damn job.
yeah. Plus, they probably hired to do this stuff. This
No
is
matter
probably
what
their
time of the day
job.
or night it is. Yeah,
I'm telling
that's
you,
their job.
profit. That's probably their employment. Pocket watching.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
probably
pocket
like
watch.
answered the ad and said, "We need
Yep,
2 pocket watchers on
yep.
Saturday."
Pocket watches
That's
wanted.
yeah. They might even have the staff T-shirt, pocket watchers, with a little whistle. They come with it.
Yep, yep,
And a
yep.
flashlight.
Pocket
And if I put the flashlight on, he
watches.
making money. I'm watching the
Yeah,
people
got the
put the
damn
flashlight in the pocket.
got the damn YouTube badge on. It's
Yeah, the
crazy,
YouTube
man.
badge, the YouTube sergeant. So,
Yep.
oh, I'm like, man, the best that I could do is just try to, put more support in. I don't know like I said, I think it's a sickness, man. I really
Yeah.
think it's a sickness.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I mean, I'm selling chocolate because we freezing to death in our room, and it was
Mm,
dang near free. And this dude said I'm gonna be making bank.
mm.
I'm like, huh? Think about that, man. You're gonna be making bank. He was
You're
all
gonna be
like,
making bank.
yeah, he was motivated. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Share?
Mm-hmm.
So last I give you
Yeah.
$2, and that's it. So that tripped
Crazy,
me out.
man.
So I think
I mean,
go ahead,
it
brother.
pisses me off, man. It pisses me off than the other brothers. I mean, when I see it on my channel, because I'm in sections a couple times, and the crazy thing is, uh, the video that they had wrote it on donations on, they were talking about some other video. They came on my channel to tell me to be getting donations, and they were talking about a stream I had did like a week before that. Like, oh, I was watching you on another channel, and I was stream, and money in. I'm like, wait a damn minute. So why you didn't write this shit on the other stream? Like, why are you writing it on this stream, talking about for a donation on another? I mean, just it made no damn sense. It made no sense. And I hope you're watching right now, because here I go. See my little automated Streamlab thing coming up right there. Okay, telling you where to donate. So I might as well go ahead and say, if you're feeling generous, throw a few coins in the bucket. It's
Oh, I heard
greatly
him.
appreciated.
You heard him again. You heard him again. You heard him again. They looking for new batteries for that flashlight.
Yeah, boy. You know, if you're feeling generous, throw a few coins in the bucket, because it's greatly appreciated. There's my pitch.
That shit, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, man. That would be a nice t-shirt. You know that circle with the slash in the middle?
Yeah.
You should put that and put pocket watchers.
Yeah, pocket watchers.
Put that as a t-shirt. Man. Yeah, that does bother you, because that's bother me, because I ain't gonna lie, man. I have only my own people ask me about how much money I'm gonna be making.
Yeah.
Nobody else. I think probably there is some kind of code, there's some kind of business code that we haven't followed yet. That you never ask people for how much money you're making personally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, probably the best way to do it is like, how much this service is going to cost me. That'd be different.
Yeah.
But how much you gonna put in your pocket?
Plus, why there? Like, why do you do? Why do you care? Especially when it comes to this media money, because see, whatever money you're making on media, right? Especially if you're doing like YouTube, right? You're doing YouTube, because I know a lot of my videos are monetized. Most of them are monetized, not all of them, but most of them are. Probably about 78% of my videos are monetized. So, you get money in your AdSense for the amount of views you get. And you also, when you get a super chat, that comes to AdSense too. Okay. That comes to AdSense as well. So, I mean, once a month, YouTube gives you a check. Okay. As long as it's over whatever your threshold is. The minimum threshold on YouTube is like $100. So your AdSense, as long as it's over $100, if you say, you can set your threshold high if you want to get a payout. Right. And the crazy thing is with mine, I mean, I just started getting over my damn threshold a few months back. It's only been about 3 or 4 months back that I actually was over my threshold and getting a payout for far as AdSense is concerned. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm making this ton of damn money, because I'm not. I mean, I'm not on YouTube enough, because guess what? I work. Okay. I'm a brother who works. So I can't be on YouTube, goddamn it. Shit, I can't be sitting on YouTube every day, all day, making videos, because I have to work for a living, but some brothers, this is their job. This is one of their main income streams. You know what I'm saying? So they're on here, they make their money. They do what they got to do. It's just like a regular job to them. So when people start, watching their pockets, it's almost like they back in HR, they back in payroll, looking at people checks, opening the envelope, looking at people checks, that kind of shit. That's the equivalent of it, man. I mean, a brother like me, you can pocket watch me all you want. I don't give a damn, because, I'm not making a whole lot of money on YouTube. I'm really not. I'm not making a whole lot of money. Like I said, I get donations. People donate to me, and most of my donations don't come through YouTube anyway. The bulk of my donations come through my Streamlabs. They come through PayPal and stuff like that. Everybody who donates to me, they know. Most of you donate to my PayPal. You don't really donate to to Streamlabs. I mean, a lot of people do, like Brother Carl and a few others. People like C Boogie and MOT and people like that, they donate to me through the super chat. But many of my donations, man, come through the PayPal. So you don't have no way of seeing how much I'm getting anyway. Now, if you watching my super chats, you can sit back with your pen and paper, you know, and tally up every time a super chat in. You know, you can tally that up, but you don't know what the hell I'm getting in PayPal. Shoot, people could only be giving me $1, 50 cents, anything. You don't know what I'm getting. So why you on my damn page telling me to stop begging and all this kind of nonsense, man? Shut up and get off my shit. You
Plus,
know, shut up.
they don't realize how much money YouTube takes from you. You know,
Exactly.
you don't get everything.
Exactly.
You know, if you see
Hell no.
25, you're gonna get way less than 25 when it comes to you. So how about
Yeah,
pocket watching that?
you only get about 70% of whatever you get on YouTube. You only get like 70% of it. That's it. You're not getting it all. Now you get the bulk of your money when they donate through PayPal. When they donate through PayPal, because PayPal take like, you know, if someone donates you $20 through PayPal, you know, you'll get $19.07, you know, something like that. You know, they take
Yeah,
like $1, you know, but the damn super chats, man, shit, YouTube take like 30% of that shit. Somewhere
yeah,
between 20 and 30%. So,
yeah,
I mean, you know, so I guess y'all didn't calculate that. You know, you might want to calculate that when you're watching my super chats and you sitting back, you know, with your pencil and your paper and you're tallying up how many super chats I get in a night. At that in total, just deduct, just
yeah.
deduct 30 percent, and you'll know how much I got that night. You know,
How come they don't
just
pocket watch the
just
IRS?
yeah,
Cause they be
you
taking a lot
know,
of money from our paychecks.
you're right.
Man.
You're shit. Owing, especially when you know when you work for yourself, but you know you have a lot of write-offs. You know, you can write off overhead equipment, you know, vehicle expenses and stuff like that. You know, a lot of that stuff you can write off and kind of balance it out. But shit, man, when you work for yourself, a lot of times, man, you end up owing, especially if you don't really have anything to write off for that year, no purchases to like write off, you know, concerning your business. Shit, you fuck around and owe. You look up and owe like $500, $600, $1,000. You know, your ass be owing. You don't be getting shit. You be owing.
So, so let's give these pocket watchers something to do. You know,
You know?
mainly if you know, okay, now you already do a good job of watching other people's pocket. Now let's go back to your pockets, pocket watchers. Why don't you
Yeah,
start trying to make sure that you get enough money so you don't have to worry about other people's money, especially when you're doing your taxes. Because like you just
exactly.
said,
Exactly.
you do enough write-offs, you're gonna get a little bit. You probably get a tax refund if you do enough write-offs. You know,
Hmm.
and some of those write-offs have to do with
Yeah.
what you. So, for example, if I'm not mistaken, if they donate to you, that's a tax write-off.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say it again. If they
Hmm.
donate to you or anyone of a charitable cause, that is a tax write-off.
Hmm.
If you go on a
Yep.
trip, if you go on a trip and like a seminar or something like that, and you pay for the ticket, the hotel, that's a tax write-off. I
Hmm.
believe even if you
Yeah, I
drive
know.
to work,
Yeah.
you could the gas is a
Vehicle.
tax write-off.
Yeah, vehicle maintenance, equipment purchases, you know, things of that nature. All of that stuff is I know. I mean, I go through it, you know, every damn year, you know,
That's
because you
right.
have, you know, you have your maintenance. Sometimes you have to replace an expensive piece of equipment, you know, that goes down because you need it. You know, you
Hmm.
need that equipment, so you have to buy it. You know, you can't fudge on it. You have to buy it. You have some of your vehicles mess up, and your vehicles are your business. You know, I know they are for me because that's how I get around. That's how I do pickups. That's how I do deliveries. So vehicle expense is a write off. And one of them damn vehicles break down, guess what? It's got to be fixed. So that's a write off. You know, just like an equipment purchase or, you know, the overhead for your business. If you have problems with your building, you know, that kind of stuff, you know. But barring any of that, if you don't have any of that, guess what? You don't have shit to write off.
Yep.
You don't have nothing to write off if you don't have any of that. So there's nothing to write off. So
And
I mean, but people
oh,
don't understand that, man, because
I
there a
got a
lot of
good
these
one.
They don't understand this stuff.
I got another good one. If you use the internet for your business,
Mm.
the internet is a tax write-off.
Well, shoot, I didn't know that.
Oh, yes, sir.
You
Got another
just
one. Now
educate.
this one is, and I'm not a tax person, but I've been doing whatever I can to get, pay less money on this whole tax thing. The other thing too that you really have to consult with a good tax person. When you give your child chores to do, you give
Mm.
them a little money.
Mm-hmm.
They are officially your employee, and that's a tax write-off.
Damn, I didn't know that
You
either.
got you got to go to a tax person to put that together for you. I mean,
I
it's
didn't
so
know
many.
that either.
The reason why I'm putting all this stuff together because by the time you do all that stuff, you'd be too exhausted to pocket watch somebody else.
Exactly. Watch your own damn pockets. I see
Yep.
my brother Info in the house. Was good, man?
Infoman is here.
Yeah, Info in the house.
What?
I think he
Okay.
done stepped
That's
off. Because Info Man he be on one stream and he be recording a radio show and he be broadcasting on something else. He be doing all that at one time. They be doing that
I
at one
know.
time. So he probably on his other radio show at the same time that he on here.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Hey,
Can you hear me?
what's good, brother
Info.
Info?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I know Info got pocket watching stories.
Can y'all
I said I know
hear
you
me?
got. We
Yeah,
can
can
hear
you
you.
hear
Can
Can
you
us?
y'all
hear
brothers
us?
hear me? Can y'all
Yeah.
brothers hear me?
I can hear you. We
Yes.
can hear you.
Can you
You can't
can
hear
you hear me?
us.
You got like
We
five
can hear
computers,
you.
Yeah,
We
that's
can hear you.
3
We
keyboards,
can hear you. Yeah.
five
I'm having,
mices.
I've got feedback. I got
You
feedback.
see
Let me
that
fix.
you see that big ass mix board he got up there? that shit probably
Man,
control like
he's he's on the
7 computers.
he's on the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah, man.
He got there. He got Captain Spock with him,
Yeah, because
and
when he on streams, he be broadcasting, he be on the radio, he be, he have a lot of shit going on at one time, man. Have a
oh
lot of shit
man,
going on. So, like 5
so
streams at once.
what's the
We can hear you, brother Info. I don't think you can hear us though.
Hello?
No,
Can you hear us?
yeah, we here. I'm on ya.
Can you hear us now? I don't think you can hear us.
All right, brothers, can you hear me?
We
Yep.
can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I
Can
don't
you
know.
hear us?
I'm waving my hand in
I'm
his
probably
face.
gonna drop off and come back in, see if I can fix this problem.
Okay, we can hear you.
Okay.
Man, he probably having some technical difficulties. He probably got to rock that because you see, he got this gigantic damn mix board.
Yeah. Yeah. He gotta beam back in. Beam me up, Scotty. But yeah, we just gotta get the pocket watchers busy. That's all. They got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Pocket
Yeah.
watchers probably would make good tax consultants.
Mm-hmm.
Itemize things because tax people do things for other people. They don't do it for themselves. I mean, like
Yeah,
primarily.
they should have been damn accountants. They should have all
Yeah.
became accountants.
So that's another
Because
tip for you tax people or for you pocket watchers. Y'all should take up accounting or
Yep.
yeah, you should take up accounting for a career.
Yep. Go to accounting school. You like counting other folks' money. Go ahead and make a living out of it. A real living, not the one that you're doing now from grandma's basement. I mean a real living. Okay. So you can buy your own computer and grandma can stop buying it for you and pay for your own internet. So grandma can stop paying it for you. That kind of stuff, so you can have your own car. So you don't have to drive grandma's car, that kind of stuff. We're trying to help you out here. Pocket watches. We're trying to help you out.
Can y'all brothers hear me now?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I had something
Okay.
was not connected right. Hey, good to see you, brother X and Art. Good to hear you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Was listening to some of what you all had to say, and I
You missed
think
our jokes.
I had a chance to hear it. It's just that you guys couldn't hear me, but
Okay.
the problem is I don't think that black people trust each other. So I think because can you all hear me?
I can hear you.
Can
Yep,
X hear
it's
me?
clear.
Okay.
It's clear.
So it doesn't seem. I don't
Yeah.
think that black people
Yeah.
trust each other, and I think as a result of our distrust for each other, which we've learned, that's learned behavior. This is why people will say, "How much money do you have? How much money is in that basket? What are you going to do with that money?" Right? Because unfortunately, you have a lot of people. You have not a lot. Let me correct it. You have some people on YouTube that allegedly have been accused of scamming the public.
Yeah.
So when they see other black people, what they call doing good economically on here, they either think that you're making money because you're scamming the people, or they believe that you don't deserve to make money because, unfortunately, we don't always like to see one another do good for each other, do well. We don't always like to see one another do well. We tend to hate on one another when one of us are doing well. And we don't celebrate that and say, you know what, that brother's doing well. I can do the same thing that he's doing. And a lot of people that they'll make criticism of you, they tend to be people who are not content creators, and they don't know what goes on behind the scene with putting together a show, doing research, getting brothers together. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes as well to prepare these kind of programs. And like Brother X, any money that I receive, I use it to put back into my program. Like Mike, my brother, I have a job, I work. I don't necessarily need people giving me donations, but if I get them, I appreciate them. I appreciate the people, and I try to put it back into the program. People have donated to me. You got Carl Opinion in there. He comes in and donates to me all the time. Other people don't. I don't know why. Other people don't. It's their choice. I'm not going to badger anyone, but I do think that we should support each other. I give you a perfect example. Everybody out there listening right now or in the chat room, I'm sure you got a cable. If you got cable, you're paying a cable bill. You're paying other types of bills. And guess where that money's going? It's certainly going to people who don't look like us. And we don't question the white man. When you have Netflix and they increase the amount that you pay for Netflix, what do? You'll complain for a minute, but you'll pay that extra money because you like Netflix. So my question is, if we're willing to pay a subscription for Netflix, HBO, Showtime, these networks that are not owned by black people, why is it that we have a problem with paying a subscription to what black people are doing on YouTube, for example, that are providing you information that I believe is more important to your life, more powerful, more educational, more culturally relevant to your life than what you're already paying for on television. So how about that? How about that, goddammit? What do y'all think about that?
Well, I believe that many black people, like you say, it's a trust thing, but the difference in someone donating to your channel, and we have to distinguish these two things. Okay. The difference between someone donating to your channel and you offering somebody something for them to purchase or buy is two different things. I mean, if I say, okay, send me $100, and I'll, send you one of these cameras, and you send me the $100 and that camera don't come, I'm scamming you. Okay, that's a scam. I mean, if people decide to just donate in the super chat, how is that a scam? You're not selling them anything. You're not trying to sell them anything. All you're really saying, I know me, I'm just saying, if you're feeling generous, throw a few coins in the bucket. Now it's your choice, because I say if you're feeling generous. It's not like I'm beating on the damn table saying, give me $1, give me $5, give me $10. I say, if you're feeling generous, throw a few coins in the bucket. So it's up to you. You don't have to. I don't say you have to. I don't even say you should, even though I believe brothers should. That's why I donate to a few brothers, man. Okay, I support a few brothers. I don't have a problem with throwing a brother $5, $10. Man, I don't have a problem with that. I blow more than that on damn cigars and shit like that. So, you know, I mean, because I smoke cigars. Shit. Sometimes a cigar that I smoke costs $15. It's for one cigar. So, I mean, goddamn, I can't throw a brother $5. I mean, I'm watching his stuff. I watch his stuff. I support stuff. I mean, what's the big deal? It's never been a big deal to me.
No, what the big deal is, Brother X, is that you're black. And when you're black,
oh yeah,
you're not supposed to get any money. You're supposed to. So what happens is you're black, and other black people look at you and say, "Why is that nigga getting money?" And 9 out of 10 times, black people who count your money, who pocket watch, and black people that hate on you like that is because they want what you're getting. But this is the thing: you're putting together content. You're producing something to the public, which they're saying, I see value in what Brother X is doing, so I want to donate. These Negroes that are jealous of what you're getting is because they want that money. They want the money for doing absolutely nothing. See, most of the people who are hating on you, when you look at, you say to yourself, what are they doing? They're doing absolutely nothing, because you don't see other content creators on YouTube hate on the money that you're getting, because they know what the work is that go into what you're doing that gives people a feeling of appreciation of what you're doing that makes them want to donate to you. I have never in my time on YouTube solicited anybody on YouTube. I've never said, hey, give me money, goddammit, you son of a bitches, give me money. People donate freely of their own choice. Now, if I say I'm selling the Information Man mug, and it costs, let's say I'm going to sell the mug for $5, for example, and I say, send me $5 to get the official Information Man mug, which I'm thinking about producing official Information Man. And you send me money. Let's say Carl send me money, or whoever in there, Sister Rice, aka, sends me money. And if she sends me money and she says, info, I haven't received my info mug, what's going on? And I never get back to them and never send them their merchandise, then guess what? That's a scam. But if you like my content and you simply send me $4, $5, whatever, you can't say I'm scamming you, because I never told you that I was selling you anything. Only thing I'm providing you is content, which means if you're paying for the content, I never scammed you, which is why I never understand why on YouTube people call people scammers when no, they're giving you the goddamn content.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? You know when Jerry Lewis got them telethons?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
you know,
right
do people like question this dude? Because he be generating millions and millions of dollars each year.
But Art, the reason why Jerry Lewis is in question is one, he's white, and two, he's Jerry Lewis. They trust him. He's a comedian. He's got charisma. Oh, this is Jerry Lewis. He would never scam us. Hey, some of your most well-known people can sometimes get away with scamming because they've got your public trust already, because they're a celebrity.
And look at PBS. Don't PBS have like a grip of donors?
Hell yeah, and they be begging for that money, and nobody complains about. See, the thing is, black people, we often complain and whine about what we need, and we go out and get what we want. So if I want a car, I'll spend the money to get that car, trade in whatever I'm going to do, right? Whatever I want. And then a lot of black people on YouTube know that this may sound arrogant what I'm saying, a lot of black folks who watch YouTube, they know that what they're getting on television is garbage, and they know that they're getting what they need on YouTube. But the problem is that what they want on television, they'll pay for it. What they really need on YouTube, they'll whine and cry and say, why is this nigga making money? Why do I have to donate? Because what we're providing to them is actually what they want and what they need in a lot of cases. But the problem is it's being presented to them and by a person in blackface. And we just don't like to see other Negroes do well, because we think that that Negro is getting a one hand up on me, jealous and envy.
And I don't think they understand the money that goes into the equipment, taking the time to put the material together, the research. Um, I mean, it's a lot of things that goes in this, and you should be able to show your appreciation, or even you should not hate on people
Yeah.
that show that appreciation as well. So
Yeah,
I think people,
because the donations that we get can be used to improve the program, to improve the equipment. I've got speakers. Look, I got to improve my speaker system here, right? I don't think my sound equipment is adequate enough. So I want to up my game with my speaker equipment, right? But guess what? I haven't once gotten on YouTube and told black folks, God damn it, I need speaker equipment. You Negroes donate to me. You son of a God damn it. Info Man doesn't have proper speaker equipment because of you Negroes out there, right? So, Carl's opinion, you ain't giving me enough money, Carl. I can't get a goddamn speaker. No. I could actually afford to get myself a better speaker equipment. Yes, I can. But if someone donates to me like brother Little Rock 2517 has, I could take some of that money that I get on the 21st and add it to my speaker equipment. I can get a better computer and donate this computer to a school or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, like you said, brother Info, I mean, me, the reason why I don't mind donating to brothers, and I donate to a few brothers, the reason why I don't mind, because I know what goes into this, man. I mean, because see, I was doing this before I started getting donations. It's not like you jump up, start a channel, and you automatically just making donations, because guess what? When you first start your channel, you start at 1 subscriber. Okay, we all subscriber. So it's not like you jump right on here and you start making all this money, because guess what? Everything that gets you, like you said, everything that gets you on YouTube costs money. You paying an internet bill. And see, we have Spectrum. So the Spectrum bill is like $270 because it's not just the internet. Okay, it's the internet, it's the phone, it's the TV, it's the extra download speed and upload speed that you're paying for. Okay, you got the goddamn lights, because guess what? You can't have no show without lights. Okay, you're paying your light bill. Okay, your computers.
Let me show you something. Now this is the kind of light that you see in a studio where where people get photos, and you got the umbrella. I use these lights. This shit costs me money. I got it on Amazon. Shit costs money. I got this mix board over here. It costs money. Guess what? Everything that you see around here, this computer, this little computer here, keyboards, this mic, all this shit. Some folks will look at me right now and say, this nigga's rich.
Yeah.
But look at the back of his room here. This nigga
all those donations.
Yeah, but people don't understand. No, let me tell you something, Brother X. Everything that you see here, I paid for it out of my own pocket. Never solicited. When I first started, I started off just like you said, humble beginnings. I got all my equipment little at a time. So I never was soliciting. But now that, I have followers and people that donate to me, it does give me some support to upgrade the equipment, things of that nature. So, but I didn't beg for any of the stuff that I have. I got things little at a time. I go on Amazon and I look at mics. I look at equipment that I got over here. I look at other mics, and I buy this stuff. Hey, you know what? I would love to have some rich philanthropist, some rich individual that could shower me with all these gifts. But sometimes you got to work hard to get these things, and then you just humble yourself when people give you donations. And you said it too, Brother X. Some of us are not on here making YouTube our living. And some of us actually have jobs, and some of us don't have maybe jobs that we have to go to every day. So then YouTube becomes your living. For me, YouTube has never been my living. I'm not making a exuberant amount of money off of YouTube. Some people are, because they've got, thousands upon thousands of subscribers, and they got a lot of followers, and they've got the whole hookup. I don't have that,
Yeah, and I'm happy for them. Yeah, I'm happy for them.
Yeah,
I'm not watching their pockets, because I don't care how much money they make. I care about how much money I make. Okay, and like you, Brother Info, I go to work every day. I have to work every day. So I mean, even if, and I say this all the time, I said if somebody launched a missile through YouTube headquarters today, that shit wouldn't affect my bottom line. I mean, I'd still have my cars, I'd still have my house, I'd still be able to eat, you know, I'd still have internet, even though YouTube just got blowed up, I'll still have internet. So
well let's get into that discussion there. Let's get into that, because if YouTube were to shut all this shit off tomorrow, I would not be someone saying the sky has fallen out, because, like I said, my main source of income is my profession. So I really feel sorry. Let me say, how can I say this? I would be concerned for people who are making this their primary living, because if they don't have something else to fall back on, as Mama used to say, they're going to be in a lot of trouble, because YouTube could say, you know what, I'm sick of these Negroes, and turn the lights off on us any day and push us down.
Any day.
Yeah. That could happen tonight. That could happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's something that brothers need to be concerned with, you know, I mean, because, you know, we get up on here, you know, and we say things like our channel, our page, our this, our that. But in reality, it's really not. We just we're renting free. Basically, what we're doing, we're renting
and we're
free space, and white folks can pull the plug whenever they feel like it. I mean, that's what it is.
You know what's crazy though, Brother X? We're renting with no option to buy.
Yep.
That's why I keep telling people on deeper notes. Go ahead, brother.
It's a month-to-month lease, man. It's a month-to-month lease. That's all it is. A free month. It's not even a year's lease. It's month-to-month. You renew it every 30 days. Got it.
If you find something valuable, you know, something that you really could take from anybody on these shows, you need to download it before it disappears. You know, because sometimes people get, you know, their stuff snatched off. I mean, some valuable information, sometimes it's gone.
Well, see, brother, this is why here I am soliciting a advertisement for. This is why some of us need to upload if we can. I know we upload to YouTube, and we can use YouTube links and bring them over to Black Junction TV. But I think what you should do is you should, you know, load up your videos to YouTube as you usually do, and see if you can load your material up directly to Black Junction TV, so that if that day comes when YouTube snatches up all the material, you still got Black Junction TV to back you up. Because Brother Youssef says he does not want to censor brothers. Oh, so that's an option. You got Avenge TV. There has to be. I think there's. I was talking to brother. What's that brother? Brother Jedi. He mentioned on that same stream I did with Brother Youssef, there's some type of app or something that you can load up to your computer. It's some kind of app that will compress all of your videos. You can compress them and save them onto this little file, so that even if YouTube was to get rid of all of it, you would have all this stuff in this compression type file that would be saved for you. I got to think of the name of that damn file that he talked about. I can look at my restream that and look at that. But there's to save your stuff.
I've always told people that even when you do a live stream, if you keep it up on YouTube, which I do with mine, download it anyway, man, because I have a digital library. You know what I'm saying? I have a digital library where all I do is keep, the only thing that's in there is videos, you know, my YouTube videos, because I have about 100 videos, man, that I've never even put onto YouTube at all. So what I do is I go ahead and, you know, I do a live stream, and, you know, that night or the next day, I go ahead and I download it, and I just put it in my digital library, because I know with the click of a button, all that shit can be gone. Okay. You get that little notice. You get that little notice from Google saying that your damn channel gone, but they take the channel. I still have my stuff. I still have my material. I mean, you know, I do that with everything, man. You know, of course you do it with your preloaded videos because you know you make those on your computer anywhere. So
Exactly.
you always got a copy of those. But
Yeah.
you know, when you do your live streams, when you get done, go ahead and download it, man, and like put it in your digital library, and you'll always have it because you can always put it on Black Junction. Like me, I have some of my videos. I don't have a lot of videos on Black Avenger, but I do have some. Okay, I have some of my stuff on Black Avenger. I need to upload some more. I really need to because I only got about 10 on there. So I need to start, you know, that's another reason why I do it. I download my stuff, you know, so I can go ahead and, you know, put it up on Black Avenger and stuff like that. You know, because I try not to look at this YouTube stuff like it's a long-term thing. Like I said, it's a month-to-month lease. You know, it's not like a year lease or a 2-year lease, you know, like when you're leasing a house or a car or something like that. You know, it's month to month, you know, actually shit day to day. If you really want to get technical, because you can wake up tomorrow and your channel be gone. You go to hit your shit and all you see is that black, you know, that black screen, and it say, this channel has been removed from YouTube.
And the
This
pocket
channel
watchers
has
be
been
loving it.
removed. Yeah, of
Pocket
course they
watchers be
do.
loving that.
Yeah, because you know they subscribe to you. They're subscribed to you. So when they hit that subscription, you know how you have the people you subscribe to be on the side. They go to your shit and they see that black screen, boy. They be like, "Yeah, got him. Yeah,
Who's
we
next?
got him. Yeah, who's next?" Because see, they know that that's affecting your money. You okay? Especially if you're a person who make a pretty good living off of YouTube, they know that that's affecting your money. So they love to see your channel go down, man. They love it. They love to see your channel go down, you know, because see, they've been watching your pockets all this time. See, they are an adversary, but they're also a fan because see, they couldn't have a problem with the donations you get. They couldn't have a problem with the content that you create unless they're watching you.
This kind of
They have
reminds
to
me
be
of Floyd
watching you.
Mayweather. A lot of people don't watch Floyd Mayweather for him to win. They watch him to lose.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same way with
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali. They were watching Muhammad Ali, some for him losing. They wanted to see if he would lose, and those same folks that wanted to see him lose when he got older and had his condition, all of a sudden they love Ali.
Yeah. Well, you know, black folks, we are fickle people. You know, we love you one day and then tomorrow we hate you. And we hate you. We hate you for about 2 weeks and then we love you again and then we hate you again. You know, it flows with the
I thought it was
tide.
just
You know,
me.
it fluctuates. It fluctuates with the weather patterns, you know.
I
So
thought it was just me. Like I get cussed out. I get cussed out. Then the next day, can I borrow $20?
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you just
Because
cussed me out.
it's like that in real life. YouTube kind of amplifies things. You know, we talked about that last night. YouTube, media, all sorts of media, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all those things. All those things they amplify people, you know? It amplifies who you really are. I mean, if you're a dickhead in real life, you're probably more of a dickhead on YouTube. So you got people in real life who are like that, man. They love to see you fall, man. They pray for your downfall, as Nas would say. They pray for your damn downfall because, see, they know that whatever you're doing, in reality, if they wanted to do it, they could too, but they don't have the ambition, they don't have the ability, the desire, or the interest to do what you're doing. Because in reality, people on YouTube, we're not doing anything that no one else can do, man. It's not like we're doing this magical, mystical thing that no one else can do. You know, only a select few can get a microphone, a computer, and some bullshit placard behind them, you know, and a mix board. You know, only the select can do that. That's BS. Anybody could do it. Anybody could do this, man. Some of us are better at it than others. Some of us are more colorful. Some of us are more entertaining. Some of us talk about different things. Some of us do different things, but none of us are doing anything that someone else cannot do. Because what are we on YouTube, man? I say this all the time. We are nothing but a person with a mic, a camera, and a damn ideology. That's it. We're not much more than that. But people will have it. Go ahead, brother Art.
I'm sorry. I was just going. It's almost somewhat like me repeating what I usually say. If you're gonna have Takashi 69, we're gonna assume that he's sane, but he's like large. Lil Wayne, we assume that he's sane, but he's large. So that even goes for some of these pocket watchers. You know, the fact that because I'm using those other guys, as someone that everybody see, like not everybody, but a lot of people see and admire. Um, and if that's the case, where if they're just crazy as bad shit, but yet they're large. I mean, it's like anyone of crazy nature could try to be the loudest voice in the room, make lots of noise, make things bad for a person, get their way, and we're like looking at them like, what, normal?
Yeah.
You know, if you're crazy, you know, you need to get the crazy stamp, or, you know, I don't know what it not fragile, what it damaged or whatever, that little stamp damaged, and keep them pushing.
Yeah.
You know, because they're getting too much shine. You know, I mean, and put it this way, what happens when a crazy person gets too much shine? They make it bad for everybody else.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not trying to say that crazy people are like bad, but they just getting too much attention to where they're misguiding others. You know, that stuff needs to be taken away from them. You know, so that's what I would add. But sorry about that. You in the middle of a build.
Well, you know, many of us, you know, we have mental problems anyway. You know, my ass too. You know, I got some mental problems. It's just that, you know, I kind of keep them in check. You know, my mental problems don't spill over to other people. You know, it's when your mental problems spill over to other people. That's when the problems start. You know, that's when the problems start. When those mental afflictions start to spill over. You know,
and they lead with it. I'm like, why would you lead with it?
Yeah.
That's what got me. You're like, man, I mean, you know, I mean, if I put it this way, if they do have a mental problem, I would not mind trying to find a way to help the solution. But if you're gonna try to take me down in the process, it's just war. You know, I'm going to have to do whatever I can, whether it was a lawyer or somebody that's supposed to be able to protect me and what I worked hard for.
Yep.
You know, that's just the bottom line. So, you know, you can't, and some people do use that, man. You know that. Well, you know, like especially them people that be doing murder. What do you call those serial murders and all that? Well, he was messed up in his childhood and he had some problem. He was misunderstood. I'm like, no, he was in violation though. I mean, he took a lot of lives, stuff like that. So, I mean, I think sometimes we have to just call people out for them being crazy just as much as them being a pocket watcher or a dysfunctional YouTuber. You know, they need some help. That's what I'm trying to say. They just need some goddamn help.
Because if you wrapped up in someone else's business, because let's be clear, man, whatever a brother is doing on his channel, however many donations he get, however many super chats he get, or however many whatever he gets, that's his business. I mean, it's his business. There's no denying that. So, I mean, if you are so wrapped up into someone else's business, man, what the hell does that say about you? What does that say about you, man? I couldn't imagine being up here railing on about how many donations somebody gets or whether or not they got Patreons or whatever the case may be. If I was gonna rail on, I would rail on about my own. You know, I would rail on about, you know, how I'm not getting enough damn money. or something like that. If I was going to rail on about somebody else's, if I was going to rail on about money, it would be the amount of money that I'm getting or not getting. Okay, not the amount of money that someone else is getting or not getting. You understand? So I mean, I just don't get that, man. I don't get the whole, wallet watching piece. Why do you care? And it pissed me off because, like I said, somebody had wrote that on a couple of my streams, like, oh, you guys are always begging. Oh, you're begging all the time and all this kind of nonsense. And they were talking about it, like I said earlier, they were talking about a stream that I had did like a week before that. And I'm like, why are you writing this on this stream, talking about me begging for money on a stream that I did like 8 days ago? Like, I didn't get that at all. Like, really? I just freaking deleted the damn comment.
Brother X, let me ask you something. You ever notice that most of the people that criticize what kind of money you're making, I always like to say, what are you doing for extra income?
Yeah.
Ask them that. What are you, if you want extra income, brother, what are you doing to get yourself or to provide yourself extra income? Are you got an extra job? Are you doing stuff on the internet? What are you doing? Get off my back.
We need a black Dr. Drew, man. We need a black Dr. Drew. Somewhere.
Yeah, we do, man.
Who's the closest one we have right now? Do we have anybody like that on Black YouTube?
Well, I know I'm pretty good friends with Dr. Yaya. Her and I are pretty good friends. Actually, I think I've been trying to convince her to do some stuff, but she's so damn busy, man. Always running all over the place and stuff. But me and Dr. Yaya, we're pretty good friends, and she is a clinical psychologist. So she understands the mind of the modern day Negro. So I'm gonna have to hit her up, and I will do like a
dysfunctional YouTube.
Yeah, do something. It's been a while since I had the doc on anyway, so I got to get her back up here. So maybe I can beat her in the head and have her come on, maybe every other week, and answer some mental questions, and try to help some of these crazy folks out.
Yeah, because we don't have to mention names of dysfunctional YouTubers and chat people, but we can describe the archetypes. So yeah. I'm quite sure she'll be able to address those things and hope that they take notes and seek help based on her observations.
Yeah, well, she when she does come on, she does answer questions. I mean, if you put a question in the chat, she will answer it. I mean, she'll she will answer it. She's cool like that. She's a really cool person, man. She's really down to earth, to be a person of her stature, because she's not only is she a psychologist, she's also got a PhD in anthropology as well. So she's double degree. So, but she's really like down to earth. I mean, me and her, we cool in the gang. So I need to hit the doc on the horn and see if I can get her to do so. I've been trying to get her to do something like that, but X, I'm busy, that kind of stuff. So I try to matter of fact, I probably should hit her ass up right now. Do that right now. See if I can get her to come on here. I know she's gonna say no.
But make it what do you call it? Tempting to, list out like a lot of because you have a lot of different topics on your videos. So we can revisit some of those topics, and then she can talk about it. And then when people hear what she has to say, they might even revisit your videos.
Yeah. I'm hitting her up right now. Tell her I'm gonna try to see if I can get her to come on tonight. I know she probably gonna say no, but I'm trying to hit her up right goddamn now. Like, come on, Doc.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people did mention this before about pocket watching. I think it is a sickness.
I think that, I alluded to this before. People who can spend so much time, worrying about your donations, worrying about how much money you have, how much money you make on YouTube, or how much money you make doing anything. I mean, that's with you, with your damn pocket, okay? Which leads me to believe that, you know, their life can't be that fulfilling and rewarding because see, they're on YouTube every day worrying about how many donations you get, how many super chats you get, and whether or not you're begging. Now, I say again, the only way they would know that is if they're watching you. So if they're watching your videos all the time, right? They're watching your videos enough to claim you're always begging. Because when you say always, that means you watch a lot. You watch a lot. It's not like, you know, you only watch one video, because you would say that, oh, I was watching a video of yours the other day and you were begging. No, they say you are always begging. So that means they probably watch you all the time. Okay. So you're watching this person all the time. So you're somewhat of a fan. Okay. You're somewhat of a fan of the platform, the person, or the guest he have on. You're a fan of something. You're a fan of the topics. You're a fan of the material. You are a fan of something. But you are a fan, but at the same time, you are also an adversary of that person because that part of the material you don't like. Now, you would think that if you weren't getting donations and super chats, that they would be fine with that, but I don't believe that either. I think that they would find something else to moan about or bitch about. They would moan and bitch about the amount of views you got, or the things you talk about, or the guests you have on. Because I have people do that too. Oh, why you got that person on your channel? Like, what the hell, man? Who the hell are you to tell me who to have on this channel? So I think people like that would just find a problem with you anyway. It's just that this problem happens to be money, and you know how us Negroes are when it comes to money, especially when we think somebody is getting a little more than us.
Brother X, can you hear me?
I hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Brother. How much longer are you going to be on? Because I'm afraid I have to actually run somewhere. How much longer are you going to be on, brother, tonight?
Yeah, I'll probably run my mouth till about midnight, 12:30. You know, probably.
If I got the link still, so if I can run and take care of what I need to take care of, I can jump back on here.
Yeah, I'll probably be on here for a while. It's only 11 o'clock. It's early, man. You know?
That's early. Okay.
Yeah, I just realized I gotta. But I'm glad I did come on and say my piece about this issue. But if you're still on, I'll just jump back on with the link. But it just comes down to the fact that as Black people, we got to start respecting each other. We got to start wanting to see each other come up and do well. Because if I see another brother doing well on YouTube or in business and life, I would just emulate what that brother's doing to gain the success. I would look at him and say, you know what? I can do that. And so I think we need to stop that, because we never complain about what white people are making. White folks and other Asian folks are making money off of us in the hair industry. White folks are making money off of us. Everybody makes money off of Black people, and we don't that are not Black, and we don't complain about them. And we give them our money.
Do you think this goes in the category of people asking, "Do you think you're better than me?"
Yes, it does. Because I think the thing that really messes it up is that they see the money, and we as Black people have been culturally conditioned to see ourselves as inferior, to marginalize ourselves, and to see ourselves as not being deserving of any sort of lifestyle that we can gain through money. And so when they see the money that you're making or getting on Super Chat, they see it as you're having a better life and lifestyle than they are. And it's jealousy. And I think Brother X said it. There's nothing extra extraordinary about what we're doing. I have a computer. I have a mixed board. Some of us have more charisma than others. Some of us are better speakers than others. But whatever we're doing, we have something. And most people that are hating on us, when you look at them and ask them, what are you doing? 9 out of 10 times, they're not doing anything. They're probably living in the basement of their mama's house.
Yeah. because they probably pocket watching their mama.
Exactly. Eating, look, Art. They're at home with their mama eating Captain Crunch cereal.
Yep.
Scratching their asses in their boxers. Their mama's probably saying, Junebug, when you getting a Junebug, did you go look up? Did you go to that job interview today? Nah, Mom. I didn't go today, but I'll go tomorrow. In their mama's house, eating up all the goddamn food. And then they get on YouTube and they're looking at you talking about why are you making all that super chat?
Yeah.
But check it out. Don't they ask their mom, didn't you get a raise yesterday, Mom? You know, maybe they've been taught how to pocket watch.
Yeah.
It's been handed down.
Well, let me make this run so I can get. Let me make this run so I can get back. You got CRU in there, but thank you, brother.
Yeah, hurry back info before I fall asleep, man. I had a long day.
Hey, CRU, CRU, stop eating that goddamn cracky crunch in your mama's basement.
Golly.
What's good, brother CRU? What's going on, man?
Man, chilling, X, man. What's up, Art?
What's going on, CRU?
Man, chilling.
No kidding.
Hey, yeah. I had something to say about that pocket watching thing too, right? And it goes down to the root of it, which is like, and you gotta be kind of real to confess it, but it's like a feeling of inadequacy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like even the interview yesterday, right? I'm like, damn, I'm going back behind King Sigma. You know what I mean? He's spitting the whole like the whole Ibmore Red Pill game, right? The MGTOW game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, oh, bro, Rob, but yeah, he's a D. You know? I said, what do? I just make a little music and, you know, I live in a strange ass place, but ain't nothing special. You know, but that's the feeling of inadequacy because, man, once you get through it, dog, it's over with. You are who you are. People need to be comfortable with who they are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's the problem. That's the whole pocket watching thing is people do not feel comfortable with who they are. Bill Gates ain't no better than me just because he owns half the world. You know, that don't make him better than me, a better person than me. You know?
Yeah.
So it's just I think it just goes down to like feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, shit like that. At the end of the day, it all breaks down to the same damn thing.
Well, I think you on to something, brother CRU, because you said people, you know, they're not content with who they are and they feel inadequate and all that kind of stuff. I mean, so what better way to get over your inadequacy or deal with it than trying to make someone else feel like they're inadequate or they're doing something wrong or, you know, they're causing harm. I think deep down inside, some people actually blame other people in real life and on this digital device that it's because of them. Okay, it's because of these people on this gadget is why they feel the way they feel or think the way they think or lack the confidence that they think they should have. I think some of these people actually believe that we are contributing to that, and maybe we are, you know, inadvertently. Okay, inadvertently. But I say again, I mean, watching me is just like watching the country music channel, you know, on your TV. You know, when you come to this, you can just go past it and go to something you like. It's not like I'm forcing you to watch the old TPOT YouTube page. I'm not forcing you to do it. I'm not.
But you are though. You are, X. You know why? Because when everybody's talking about your show tomorrow and I wasn't there and I missed it, then I feel like I missed out on. Just like you didn't see the new Biggie video or you didn't see the Pac video or, you know what I mean? You didn't see the latest episode of Scandal or Empire. You know, people want to fit in. We're social animals. We're social creatures. You So we do want to fit in with our community and fit in with our crowd. And it goes, the adequacy. Do you feel adequate in yourself? Everybody wants to be like the Joneses.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a whole plethora, a whole community of people that are out there pocket watching, especially pocket watching this media money. Especially doing that. There's probably a whole pocket watching club. They're all in a club. They get together and they figure out their wallet watching strategies and things of that nature. I'm sure there's a club. I'm sure. But
don't you notice though, like when you actually got grown, right? And you're taking care of everything yourself, right? And you're looking at yourself like, well, shit. If I was looking at me back when I was like 16, 18, 20, something like this, right? I'll be looking at myself like, damn, you must be rich. You must have it all. And then but then you look at yourself now from yourself now, and you're like, man, I ain't got shit. I might, you know what I mean? I'm just providing for myself. I feed myself. I you know what I mean? I put a roof over my head. I can take care of my business, but I'm not rich. You know what I mean? I'm doing just like anybody else.
They think I'm making bank as a professor. I'm like, man, I only teach one class a week.
Hey, people think I'm rich too. They think I'm rich, boy. They think I got all kinds of money, especially my damn family. They swear up and down I got all this money. First thing they say, oh, you own your own company. So what? I got bills just like you. That damn shop, the shop that I got, my little shop, my big shop, it has bills, lights, water, gas. It has overhead. I mean, my equipment, I don't get that for free. My material, I don't get for free. I mean, and guess what? I have a house too that I also have to sustain. I have car notes. Okay. I have vehicle notes. All right. I got my house note. I got a damn wife. That right there is a big old bill by itself.
Oh, Lord.
Having a wife is a bill. God damn it. Where y'all think all this money coming from?
Hey, that's why the MGTOWs is MGTOW. And what Obsidian said, and they still broke without a wife. They still broke. So now, maybe that's why they pocket watching. No, I ain't trying to throw the MGTOWs under the bus. I'm just telling a joke, man. I don't want them trying to blow up your channel and stuff.
Do you believe it's the MGTOWs though? Do you believe it's the MGTOWs that are pocket watching? I don't think
I think it's a portion. It's a portion of people from different walks of life that's doing the whole that's doing the whole pocket watching, all the way from your churchy people, your conservatives, your liberals, your MGTOWs, your ratchets. I think all of them have some form of pocket watching. You just got to be able to pick your poison and fight your battles.
I mean, you might do that by yourself, just sitting in the crib, be like, man, I wonder how much he makes. And it's not like you necessarily trying to compare yourself to him, or but everybody wants to get try to figure some new information. Like, man, if I could do it like this, if he making more than me doing this, maybe I could do that too, and supplement my income.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying that's what Infoman was saying. Okay, probably one of the benefits of pocket watching is to be inspired that you want to make the same money that somebody else is making the same way they're doing it.
Right.
So that's, I'm just trying to just keep pushing it out there that almost every experience that you have, you can always put a positive spin on it and make it work for you. You just got to find your way and put in the work. I can't tell you everything. You got to learn yourself.
Don't look like I'm going to be able to get the doc on here. I'm talking to her right now. She says she's driving. She's like, oh, X, you never let me know ahead of time. So She's driving right now, so she ain't
Tell her it's just like a phone call. Just dial the number and put the Bluetooth on it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get her on here because, like I said, her and I we pretty good friends. So I'll beat her in the head and get her to come on here at some point.
Okay.
She's a super busy person.
Oh, my bad.
Go
I
ahead.
put in the chat too, like what's that, Rick Wallace? I'll be watching his channel too. He's supposed to be a PhD in psychology. But there's some women running around here talking about they got psychology degrees too, and I swear to God, they crazy.
Hey, crew, I said that too, but in another way.
Yeah.
They need to
Probably in a more artful way.
They need to treat their damn selves. God damn it!
You know what? Somebody said that.
Some therapy.
Somebody said normally people that get into neurology type fields, they usually trying to find some kind of way to treat themselves.
Well, that's just like psychologists is just like lawyers. You know what I mean? He who has himself has a fool for a client.
Yeah, but I think a lot of these damn women be lying. Oh man, I went to school for psychology. So why the hell your ass on YouTube every damn day, all day, doing 3-4 streams a day? Because I know quite a few PhDs, and guess what? I have to literally run them down for 2 weeks to get them up on here because they're not always on YouTube. They're out practicing psychology. They're not.
This is my thing. I'm not trying to turn it to no like bashing or nothing, right? But if you got time to be on here all day, every day, you know what I mean? Like not just in chats or nothing. Not like you at work. Oh, I'm listening. I'm in the chat. No, you're hosting this shit all day.
Yeah, all day.
And you haven't.
But you're a psychologist.
It's not like it's not like everybody got to explain themselves because some people work from home. Shit, my job, I can be on this bad boy all day. Especially if I'm on a route or something. You know what I mean? Driving 400 miles a day, I could be on here all day. I just ain't gonna be in the chat, but I might be on a panel or something. And I can set up the panels and host it from my phone. Just you can set up your live streams and then just jump into it off your phone later on.
Yeah. But I think we just gotta have a little bit more faith in each other.
Yeah.
That the fact that your own people is making something, everybody is not going to share their wealth.
No.
But at least have a lot of have something that would be a stronger possibility that you would have access more than before. To something, whether it's knowledge or even knowing how. Because last time I checked, them Koreans and them Japanese, them Chinese, them Arabs, they do not hold back information from each other on how the game works. And I don't think they really share much money with each other, but they definitely share a lot of information on how that money is being generated. So
yeah.
Then they have no time for pocket watching. How much money are you making? No, I don't think that comes like that.
I want to know how much money you're making. So should I be an art? I want to know how much money you're making. Just so should I be an art professor? Is it worth it for me to do that, or should I stick to, what I'm doing, or be a professor on the side or something? Or the professor money can pay for this house which I'm using to rent out or something like that. Like our people think it's a zero-sum game. Like it's a pie. It's actually a pie. No, it's not a pie. It's the ocean, and it's enough water for everybody. I'm gonna show you how to build a bucket.
That's fact.
This how you build a straw. This how you build a water pump. Like that's all it is.
Yep.
It's facts. Straight facts.
It's more than enough resources for all of us here. Everybody ain't got to hoard it like I'm king of the mountain. I'm king of the hill. What if everybody got Bill Gates money? Then what? Everybody's still equal. Now, I bet you there'll still be some haters out there. Oh, He got the Lambo and I got the Ferrari, and his goes faster than mine by 2 miles an hour. Like, man,
Yeah.
can you drive better than him? Like,
Because when you think about it, it's actually rather petty. I mean, it's actually really petty to sit back and not only have this adversarial view of somebody who's actually making a few coins, but actively try to keep them from making it. Because that's what it's really about when people start flagging and all this kind of nonsense. A lot of that stuff is all about money, man. It's not really about your content. Your content don't bother them that bad, because I say again, we just like the country music channel. You can just zip right past it and go to something you want to look at. I don't think it's all about the content all the time. I think that many people are upset about the amount of money that brothers got coming in, because they're fans. They watch, they see how much money's coming in. Told you they sitting there with their pen and their pad calculating your damn super chats. Oh, damn, he made $500 tonight. He made $300. You know, they sitting down, they're writing it down. You know, every time you get a super chat, they write the amount down, so they know how much you made tonight. You know, and they see you do that a couple nights. You know, now they calculating the amount of money you make a week, a month, a year. You know, they're like, you know what? I'm gonna flag this brother, because he made X amount of $1,000 this year. You know, that's what it's always really about. Because notice, channels that are little, like my channel isn't that big. Okay, I don't even have 2,000 subscribers on this channel yet. I'm creeping towards it, but I'm not even at 2,000 subscribers yet. Channels like mine, they don't get flagged. Why? Because they know channel my size isn't making a lot of money. I don't have a lot of views, so they know I'm not making a whole hell of a lot of money on here. But once you creep up and you get to like 20,000 subscribers, 30,000 subscribers, they know that you got some money coming in. Not only do you got money coming in from your views, you got money coming in because when you do a live stream, you got 300 people in the stream, 500 people in the stream, 800 people in the stream. So guess what? If 10% of those people, you got 500 people in your stream, if 10% of those people give you a couple dollars, that's what? That's 50 people giving you money. Even if they only give you $2, that's $100. So
for 2 hours of talking. For 2 hours of talking.
Yep. So people see you doing that. When they see you doing that and they see you getting all these donations and they see your subscriber count rising, I think that bothers them more than the content. You know, we know that when you speak truth to power to black folks, they don't really like that either. Okay. And I think it's compounded. Okay. It's compounded when they see that you're making a little bit of money, you know, because see, now they go right to pocket watching you. Okay. They pocket watching that media money that we talking about tonight. They pocket watching it. So now that's when they start flagging you. I don't think it's so much about the content, because I mean, you have to be a goddamn fool to just sit there and watch somebody you don't like for 2 hours. That's stupid. Okay?
Now remember the Black Panther movie when they start talking about how much they were making in the movie compared to other white actors? You know, I mean, that too. We don't really talk about white people's money unless, you know, a magazine says something. But, you know, when it comes to black actors making money, we really hone in on that more than anybody else, even though they got the same directors, same producers, same distributors, all that. But even down to the actual black athletes, even, you know, we got to know how much they're making, but I guarantee we don't know how much Tom Brady's making.
I don't know.
It's weird, man. I mean, the black community needs an enema.
Yeah.
Straight up, man.
All kind. We sure do.
And I know nobody over here is like really. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. You know how this Hangouts is.
Go ahead.
It'd be a little delay on it. So y'all know how? I don't know. None of y'all religious, right? Like not Christian or whatever, but y'all know the book, right? Y'all know the stories in there, right? So you remember what the one where I guess dude was working at the farm or whatever, and he needed some farmers, and he hired dude at the beginning of the day for $1. He hired dude at lunchtime for $1. And he hired dude at the end of the day for $1, right? So dude at the end of the day probably worked maybe an hour, maybe a half hour. He got the same dollar that dude that been working all day was working. You know what I mean? And dude that came there in the morning, he's like, man, that's bogus. How you gonna get him the same dollar that you gave me? Like, bro, you agreed to it.
You got more ice cream than I got.
Right. Like, bro, you agreed to it. You wouldn't have never complained if I never gave it to the other dude the same way. You'd have been happy. But since you watching other people, now you feel bad about yourself. Now you want to complain. You was happy if you didn't know nobody else was doing better or making more for that same thing. You know, like Biggie, he made his first mixtape on the little damn 4-track. You know what I mean? And it's people that was spending good money in the studio, had good producers, and their shit was not selling. They tracks was not banging. People would tell you turn that off. You know, man, everybody is different. You can't compare yourself to other people except for, like you said, inspiration.
True. And I think a lot of people just don't understand, like you were saying earlier, brother CRU. I think a lot of people in what they are or their station in life, because if you're comfortable in your station in life and you're confident about who you are, whether you're a jewelry broker or a janitor, okay, if you are comfortable where you are in life, in your station in life, man, you're not really too concerned with what other people are doing. I mean, you too focused on your own stuff. You know, you're not concerned with how much money a brother is making or what they have, or it doesn't concern you because you're comfortable with your own station in life. You know, that's just my belief, man. You know, you don't care about other people or how much money. I ain't no fool. I mean, I own a small business and I do okay for myself. I mean, I'm not hunting my own food. I don't live in the woods. Okay. My wife and I, we drive decent automobiles and I actually employ a good handful of people. But I know that a brain surgeon makes more money than me. I know that, you know, I know that the CEO.
And you read my mind, though. You read my mind. You know, that Discovery Channel shit, right? Or like History, whatever, where they be living up in Alaska and not. And, you know, what they do, they knit each other Christmas presents. Oh, I made something for you that you can actually use.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, I made you a stand for your camera. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I painted a mural for you for your background and stuff. And it's not nothing that costs no money. It's just a thought, and it's something that's useful. But these people are out there living, trapping, hunting in the cold. And they don't give no fuck about the newest dance, what new video is on, who's hot on TV, or nothing. I'm out here with my family. I'm chilling. I'm good. I can eat. I'm warm when I go to sleep. My bed is comfortable. And shit, my wife throw it on me every time. You know what I mean? Like, what else do I need? Because everybody else talking about pocket watching and all of this, that just means they want, like my mom always said, the biggest problem with the world is people want to control other people. You can't control other people. You can probably convince them to come to your way, maybe sometimes, but you cannot control them.
Oh yeah, you definitely can't control other people if you haven't first gained control over your damn self. That's probably why they always trying to control other people, because they don't have any self-control, man. So they figure they'll try to control someone else's narrative, someone else's story, someone else's income, someone else's anything, because they have very little control over what's going on with them. You know, not to give y'all no damn pseudo psychology or nothing like that, but I mean, you know, you have to wonder, man, when you talking about people who, because you got people on media, man. I mean, they are hell bent. They are hell bent on keeping you from making any type of money or anything like that. And I think not just are they people that maybe lack the confidence and the value of their own life and the satisfaction of their own life. I think some of these people actually think that you don't deserve what you're getting, even though it's yours. Okay, it's yours, but they don't think you deserve it, because you run into that in real life. I mean, I know I do. I mean, I run into that in real life where people actually, you know, they come off like what I have, which is mine, okay, that I worked for, bled and sweat for, you know, they give off the vibe like I don't even deserve that, even though I worked my ass off to get it, okay? I mean, everything I have, I've worked for. I mean, no one's ever given me a damn thing. You know, I bled and sweat for every damn thing I have. So when you have people who aren't willing to do that, when you have people who have more of and we talked about this the other night, brother CRU, where they have more of they want to obtain as opposed to achieve. I mean, when you achieve something, that means you worked for that shit. You did what you had to do, whether it be a job, whether it be a car, whether it be a house, whether it be a woman, a business, a title, or anything. You put in the work. If you've achieved it, you have put in the work for it.
Yep. And I don't like quoting Obama, but you did this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You built this. You did this.
Yep.
There's no feeling better than that, dog.
Yep, you did this. But if you're just simply obtaining something, that means you didn't do shit for it. You know, you just got it. Somebody gave it to you. You stole it, you know. So obtaining and achieving are two different things. I mean, you end up with whatever this thing is, but if you just obtained it, that means you just kind of got it, man. You know, someone gave it to you. You found it on the side of the road. You stole it. When you achieved it, that's when it's really yours, because you worked for it, man. You worked for the shit, you know.
Here's a trick question for you, X. Would you rather have Iron Man's mansion or a studio apartment that you paid for and you know that you maintain that motherfucker?
I'd rather have my own. I want mine. I want my mansion, because even if it's a little 1-bedroom apartment like I had when I was a young guy, I felt good about it because I moved out of my parents' house and moved into that shit. Yeah, I felt good about it. It wasn't as big as my parents' house, but guess what? It was mine. I could come in and out of there whenever I wanted to. I could have hoes over. I could do whatever the hell. I could do whatever the hell I wanted.
Probably made some mistakes that you should have been going by your parents' rules back then.
Yep.
I did the same thing too. Like, shit, let me go. I'm finna put mama's rules up in my apartment.
Yeah. But you know, it's yours. So, I mean, you know how it go. God bless the child that has his own. You know, mama may have, daddy may have, et cetera, et cetera. You know, when you got your own, especially something. Yeah. Yeah, man. Good. Damn right it did. Especially if it's something you worked for, man. You achieved it, man. You made that happen. No one gave it to you. You didn't walk down the street and find a condo on the side of the road. You worked for that shit.
Oh man, nice area too.
You know. Let me say shout out to JT though. I see him in the chat.
Oh, JT in the hizzy.
What's good? What's good, brother TUD? I see you up there. I mean, it's the same way on here though. It's the same way on like YouTube. Because I see a lot of brothers, man, and a lot of brothers put in a lot of work. They put in way more work than my black ass do. You know, they on here every day. They do a couple streams a day. You know, they put out good material. You know, a lot of brothers have fancy graphics, and you know, and I know all that shit costs money, man. I can't say that shit enough because I will say it again. I was doing this shit, got donations. So guess what? Everything that makes I can stream and do videos, I bought that shit before I started getting these little donations, man. I had to buy these computers. I had to buy these microphones. I had to buy the mix board. I have to pay for the lights. Okay, way before donations started coming in. Because like I said before, we all start with one subscriber. Okay. When we first get on, we got 0 subscribers. But guess what? Anybody that creates content attest to this. In the beginning, doing this YouTube stuff, more money goes into it than comes out of it. Because a lot of time you mess around and you start off with an old janky computer like I did. So it couldn't handle the feed and the encoder and all that kind of crap. So guess what? Buy another computer. Then my damn earphones started messing up. Had of those. Then my microphone started messing up. Had to buy another set of those. You know, so you're usually putting in more money into it than's coming out of it in the beginning. Okay? Because I've been messing around on YouTube, man, for about 3 years, maybe a little over 3 years, and I just started really getting donations, man, like within the last like year or so. Those other 2 years of me doing, I wasn't getting no damn donations. Wasn't nobody donating anything. Yeah, I wasn't getting any donations, but I was still doing it. I was still doing it, but I wasn't getting any donations. And guess what? I still had lights. I still had damn cable and Wi-Fi to pay. Okay, I was buying sound cards, graphic cards, you know, all that kind of stuff, because that's what I do with the donations I get now, man. I freaking, you know, I just ordered this little 20 gig thing. It's small as hell, okay, but it holds a lot of info. I bought this so I can have it for my stuff. I mean, that's what I do with the donations, man. And I give other brothers shit. Like somebody give me a $20 donation, man, I usually give like $7, $8 of that shit to somebody else. All right. Or I'll take 5 of it, give it to one brother, take another 5, give it to another brother. You know what I'm saying? I do that kind of shit with the donations. I tell people all the time, I'm not getting rich off of donations, man. I'm not. I'm just
if
not.
If I may say another name, I know him too. You know him. Cerulean. No,
Yeah.
he said all of his Patreon, that's what he uses to support everybody else that he's a patron of.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Makes
Like,
perfect
shit,
sense.
I'm just gonna put that right back out there. Cause like the little shit I got studio equipment, I got a mic, I bought the interface just for YouTube because you know the recording interfaces like the inbox and stuff like that, they don't work well with streaming on Hangouts and stuff like that, playing your computer sounds and stuff like. So that's why I bought this other little box just for live streaming and shit, so I can do my little Obsidian. You can't handle shit like that. You know, the witness the mic type shit like that. But you know what I mean? I'd have been bought this shit anyway, whether I was on YouTube or not. But being on YouTube and just having like the technical savvy, because I've been doing, you know, music production and stuff for so long, I know the technical skills to where I do help people out with things. You know what I mean? Like I'll tell you what you should get. I'll send you a link to a recommendation. I know where they got credit over here the way you don't have to buy the whole thing all at once, and they're not charging for interest like that. I mean, like all kind of stuff. And you know, I'm not in it like to get rich. Now, if I can get rich off it, fine, you know. But I don't know. It's like and this is a hypothetical, just because it's on live, right? It's a hypothetical. But if somebody were younger and they happen to be selling a little weed here and there, right? They're probably just selling a little weed so they don't have to buy no weed. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Just now, if it so happens now I'm making, you know, 4,000 a month off of selling weed, then well, shit, you know, that's how it happened. But nobody went into the mindset like that, hypothetically. Hypothetically, you know.
Yeah, and think about it. Most of the people who come and buy weed and shit, guess what? They're not really thinking about how much money the weed man make. They don't care, because obviously they have enough money to buy weed, so they don't give a shit what the weed man makes. It's
Hell
usually
no,
a person
that's why
who
they
don't.
always got $8. That's why they always got $8 for the death.
Yeah, they don't give a damn how much the weed man. You know who cares what the weed man make? A person who don't smoke weed. Now he cares. Oh, he's selling all this weed and he's doing all this.
Or the
They
connect.
care.
The connect cares what you make.
Yeah.
He's like, how come you ain't got my damn money?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Let me get
hypothetically.
this clear.
Hypothetically,
let me set this straight for everybody. Yeah, straight for everybody. Say that everybody's a pocket watcher. Let's say that is watching your media money, or watching the money that you make, or the money that you earn, or whatever you do. I'm not saying that it's every single person, but see, it's enough people to cause problems for others. Like I said earlier, I think a lot of times when people start flagging folks, it's got a lot to do with the amount of money they're making, because only the biggest of channels go down. I mean, they don't mess with the little channels because they know the little channels aren't making that much money. But if you got a big old channel with, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100,000 subscribers, guess what? You're making some money. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you only because the average person who gets donations, okay, and this is according to my analytics, and I think it's pretty much indicative of pretty much everybody on this media crap, probably about 10-15% of the people that watch you actually throw you $5, throw you $10. It's not every single person that watch you is throwing you money. It's probably about 10-15% of people. So if you have 100,000 subscribers, guess what? That's 10,000 people that donate to you. All right. If you got 100,000 subscribers, that's 10,000 people who donate to you. So even if they only giving you $1, okay, per person, that's $10,000 that you're raking in on your donations per week, per month, or per whatever it is. Now, if you got a smaller channel like mine, like I'm right under 2,000. So guess what? Mine people. That's it. That's 200 people that I have donating out of that too. So, I mean, they're not throwing money at me left and right. They're not doing it. So people know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, man. Because like I said, the biggest channels are the ones that go down, because they know percentage-wise you making money. Even if you only got 10% of the people who watch you donating to you. I mean, if you got a heavy channel, that's a few thousand people donating to you. And I said earlier that all these love counting other people's money on their calculator and their little pens and their little pens and pads. They should have been accountants, so they can figure out that, hey, this brother, he got 50,000 subscribers, so if he got 10% of the people watching him, that's 5,000 people. He making like $5,000 a month. That kind of crap.
Right. Like that nigga making my overtime pay on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like what the hell?
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, he making that on YouTube. So, that causes people to pocket watch too. I mean, it's just crazy, man. And it seems like with us, man, somebody sees a brother on here, and even if you are noticing, that he's getting a lot of donations, you would think that was a good thing, and that would cause you to strive to do the same thing. Because I say again, we're not doing anything that no one else cannot do, man. It's not like, you know, YouTube is this magical, mystical shit, man, that no one else can afford a microphone. No one else can afford a damn laptop, no mix board, or a damn PC,
Well, hold on, X,
or a damn webcam.
X. Wait a second, because if I tune into your channel and I see you're making all that money, man, the food starts disappearing from my fridge. You know, like, damn, where did my food go? Damn, my toilet paper disappearing, and like, no, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You're going to be on there whether I watch you or not. You're going to make your money whether I watch you or not. Why do I have to bring you down? You know what I mean? To keep food in my fridge. It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? People be hating for no reason.
Plus,
I wanted to add too.
The fact. Go ahead, brother Art.
I wanted to add too. I think the part that we didn't really mention was, I think most of this comes from entitlement.
Yep.
That's what it is. Just because I make something. Remember that part about on Superfly, when the I guess these fake Black Panther dudes came up to him and they said, "It's time to pay your dues, nigga." And then he broke them off like, "I don't owe y'all a mother, blah blah blah." And so I think it boils down to that. Just because you make a certain amount of money, then you just owe me. I don't have to do nothing. You just owe me just because you just black.
Yeah.
You know,
you just owe me off top. You know, you owe me because you alive.
Yep, that's it.
And there's only two people in the world you could actually maybe get away with saying that to. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody already know who that is. There's only two people in the world you could actually maybe get away with kind of saying that to. You know? And then still, half of the argument would be like, shit, I got you where you is. You know how to make it, don't you?
Yeah.
But then, you know, there's still others like, yeah, what is your purpose? You know what I mean? If you're not going to make all this shit to give it to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, people often say that is jealousy and envy, and I think that kind of plays a part in it with some people. But I think that is deeper than that, man. I think that is more of a on the surface kind of mental thing where, you know, you see somebody, you know, they may be doing all right. You know, you see that they got some change coming in, and you first probably try to figure out, you know, what's the secret? Why are they able to do this? And you might even try to do it yourself. You might even try to do what that person's doing, you know, maybe even trying to become just like that person. Shoot, who knows? You might even use their material. I don't know. And I think as long as that works out for you, you're fine. You know, you look at this person, you imitate what they do, and it works out for you, and you do okay. What I think often happens is I think people mess around and try that. You know, they try to imitate what they see this thing is. So they imitate it. And I say again, if it works out, they're fine. But if it doesn't work out, I think they turn around and they take that shit out on, you know, XYZ person, whoever this XYZ person is. I think they take it out on them because, see, there's no greater way to not feel your failure than to attack someone else's success. You understand? So, I mean, you don't really have to face your failure, you know, face up and straight ahead and straight on if you spend that time attacking someone's success. Because, see, at least you can succeed at doing that. You can succeed at bringing this person down, getting their channel taken down, you know, affecting their money, you know, especially somebody who's a full-time YouTuber. Down, you're affecting their money, man, because they're a full-time YouTuber. YouTube is their job. This is what they do. You get their channel flagged, you done just stop their check. Yeah, you done stop their check.
And probably fucked up their kids a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
getting into their college fund and all of that stupid shit.
Yeah, man, can't pay that car note, can't pay that house note, you know, all that kind of shit. So, and I'll say this, man, and like I said, I know people gonna get mad at me because I said it, man. I think we see it more in black YouTube than we see it anywhere else, man. You know,
well,
see it there more than anywhere else.
I could agree with you, but I don't really watch white YouTube like that. I watch like Linus Tech Tips and you know what I mean, stuff about, you know what I mean, how to do your stream, how to use Streamlabs, OBS, what's the newest computers and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the basic mainstream stuff. But
I watch a lot of that shit too. I watch a lot of that shit.
Art, if y'all envision with me real quick, like remember them old World War II movies where you see all the planes and they getting shot down, right? Then like go to Independence Day when they were attacking the damn alien ship and all the planes getting shot down, right? And then there's one pilot and you see it from his view, right? He's down below all the halo of planes above him, right? And he's looking like, that motherfucker might make it. And then he say yes when he gets blown up. Like, why would you hate on that shit? This is how people do. Like, why would you even hate on it? That might, even though you might perish right now, your people are going to be saved if he make it through. Why would you hate on it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like, well, he saved the day, now you're not shit. No, you're still celebrated because you was in the damn war fighting against the enemy.
Yeah.
People, I don't know.
Well, I just wish that before a person worries about how much money someone's making, whether it be, you know, in the world or, you know, on this shit, you know, before they do that, I just wish they would think, okay, about, once again, where they are in life, their station in life, and what they got going on in their life. I think they need to stop and evaluate and assess that, okay, before they think about, you know, trying to attack a brother because he making X amount of dollars on Patreon or YouTube or wherever hell he's making money at. I think they need to go ahead, man, and take a deep look at their own lives, man, before they consider doing that. And you satisfied with your life? Ask yourself that. Because if the answer is yes, you won't even be thinking about it. I can't say this enough. If the answer to that question is yes, you satisfied with your life, if you answer that with a yes, you wouldn't be trying to worry about what nobody else getting on their channel anyway. All right. Now, I know it may be hard for some of us to kind of face the truth, but we need to just try it sometime. Ask ourselves why we're doing what we're doing. I don't think we ourselves the question why enough. Okay. And I know, because I know I don't ask myself why enough, why I do this, that, or the other thing. I don't think I do that enough. Okay. But I think we need to start why we do what we do. We have to start doing that more, because see, a lot of those questions, when we ask ourselves why we're doing X, Y, Z, believe it or not, a lot of times we don't have a damn answer. We don't have an answer. We don't know why we're doing it. We have no idea why we're doing it. We're just doing it. That's it. And the reasons we have are BS reasons. They're not logical, reasonable reasons. They're BS reasons. They're emotional reasons. They're far off fantasy reasons. Because a lot of this crap that we do, especially when it comes to this kind of crap, man, you worrying about how much money somebody making and how many damn donations they get and what they Patreon look like. Man, when you worrying about that kind of crap, guess what, man? You probably don't even know why you're doing that. You probably don't even know why you flagging their channel, why you in their comment section talking about stop begging. Like, really? I mean, I say it again.
And to me, ever since YouTube started, I thought the flag was only for, like, if it's a channel and all right, say a Sesame Street, then they got twerking on there. You got your kid watching this shit. Like that's what I
Yeah,
thought flagging was for. You put your shit on adult only or something like that. You know what I mean? And they
yeah,
still don't show nothing past PG-13 on YouTube anyway. I mean, we can say
exactly.
fuck more than once than like they can in the
Hmm.
movies, but basically YouTube is PG-13 all day.
Of
You know
course
what I
it
mean?
is,
Like,
because they're not gonna
what
let you put
can
nothing
get
crazy
flagged?
on here.
What
You
can get
know,
flagged? And I was making an
shit.
argument also that since they're getting funded by the feds, you know what I mean? Uh,
Mm.
we do have the ultimate right for First Amendment on here because they're getting funded by the feds. This is not a school. This is not nothing. This is a federally funded project. So anything that's federally funded, the United States Constitution applies to.
Yeah, and I mean, a couple weeks back, right? About 2 weeks back, I had brother Ben X on. I don't know if y'all know who brother Ben X is. I have
Yeah, I know.
Ben X on. Yeah, I had him on the show, and we were talking about the speech police. You know how people try to police your speech, and they got the YouTube cops out there, watching what you say, watching what you put in your titles, and just got that flag finger ready, you know. And it's sort of like that in Black YouTube as well. But what I believe is you have the pocket police. They're the wallet police. Well, they watching that money. Okay. And if they think you making too much money, now they running off to YouTube. They're running off to the white folks to try to make it so you can't get that money. And these people, this is what kills me about some of us Black folks, about white supremacy. We're always talking about the white man this and the white power structure and the white man that. We're always talking that shit, but we quick to run to white folks to tell them on other Black folks. Because when you flagging, that's basically what you're doing. You're running to the white folks saying, please, please, please take his channel down because it's bothering me. That's what you're doing. Okay.
And it's
So
funny.
I
Running to the
think
white folks, tell them on Black folks. Go
I
It's
ahead.
think
funny that. Oh, go ahead, Crew.
I was gonna say Alex Jones, a white guy. That's what really got me into like this. You know what I mean? Like looking up the news off like not on TV. You know what I mean? Yeah, he be outlandish with some of his conspiracy theories and stuff, but that man was right 50% of the time about the government and everything. He's saying half of the shit he's saying, Black YouTube is saying, and stand on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, white folks is right sometimes. You know what I mean? Four plus four equals 8. You know what I mean? A white person
It's
say
true.
it, a black person say it. It's still true. It doesn't matter. My dad always told me, man, it rained on the devil and the angels at the same time. You know,
That's true.
you
That's
plant
true.
your
Yeah, it's the
seed, it's
build.
gonna grow. Whatever you nurture, that's what's gonna grow, and that's a natural law. What is evil, what is good, whatever. But you know what I mean. To go to your point, yeah, I don't think it's just Black YouTube because since they brought down Alex Jones, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I said no, it's bad they're bringing down Alex Jones. You know what I mean? Because he got so big, dog. That he was the feel of the white people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they,
Just the
man,
build.
no.
But didn't they get mad with him because he was saying Jewish folks or something like that, or was it something else?
Yeah, it was that,
Was
and
it
probably
Jewish
some.
people?
Yeah, and remember, the Jewish folks are a smaller population than us, Black
Mm.
folks. You feel me?
Yeah, but I wanted to build when you're talking about how people always got to run to the white man to
Mm-hmm.
report on each other.
All the
It
time.
it boils down to all of us acting like children under this white man. You
Exactly.
know, because we're so used to being the I guess the dysfunctional child of daddy, or white daddy, or master. So therefore, it goes into that pocket watching. It goes into that speech police. I mean, even down there on a normal basis. I think all of us have this experience that damn near every time we say something, it's always second guessed by someone else that don't look like you, mainly someone of power, of privilege. And I'm a damn professor. And I gotta have my receipts in my pocket when I speak around them so they can shut the hell up. So
Yep.
that's the problem that we have, is like when someone that don't look like us of power that says things, you don't question it. Or if they talk about, raising money, you don't even ask where the money's going. So,
Mm-hmm.
but we're still, like I said, man, we're still mentally, we haven't healed from slavery, we haven't healed from Jim Crow, we haven't healed from any of that stuff. So remnants of that is still coming out. Those things haven't been addressed. Every time we address it, we just, there's other groups that say, well, that's back in the past. Well, or some people tell you, get over it. But I'm like, you still got some people walking around with these sicknesses, you know. But I don't know. We compare, well, not us, but people compare us with Chinese and what do you call it, Arabs or whatever, as far as making it in the society. But a lot of their culture is intact. We just
Yeah.
we still in the middle of making lemonade out of lemons. I mean, we're still
And
doing this in 2018.
that truth, brother Art and brother CRU, is that some of us, man, are never going to heal from that shit. That's just not going to
Mm-hmm.
happen. Some of us are never going to heal. I mean, people probably get mad when you say that kind of stuff because all black people are great, all black people are full of potential, and all black people are magical. So when you say that kind of stuff, they're like, "Oh man, how can you say that?" Because it's freaking true. We see it every day. Some people are going to miss the damn train. I mean, that's just a fact. I mean, it is what it is. You can call it what you want to call it. Some black people are going to miss the train, folks. They're going to miss the train. All right, for
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason, whether it be because they didn't try hard enough, or they let the white supremacy boogeyman scare them off, or trying to achieve anything of any consequence. There's always going to be black people that's left behind. There's always going to be black people that are poor. There's always going to be black people who are find themselves wrapped up in crime. There's always going to be black people who find themselves wrapped up living a horrible life from the time they born to the time they die. I mean, this is just the reality.
And it's
Okay.
worse.
Now
It's
people,
worse.
yeah, yeah, and some people will say, well, you shouldn't say that. You should be uplifting black people. I don't believe black people want to be uplifted. I think black people like to be lied up to. Okay, everybody claims that love black. Any of us claim to love black people, but see, we don't love them enough to tell them the damn truth. Okay,
Yeah.
we don't really love them because we sit around and we freaking lie to them and tell them that they're all magical and they're all great and they're all intelligent and they're all successful and all this kind of nonsense, which is a goddamn lie. It's not
Mm-hmm.
true. It's just not. The truth is the ones who get out there, bleed, sweat, and work for what they got are the ones who achieve. Even some of those people fail. Even some of those people fail. When you trying to tell me that someone who don't do a damn thing, they don't do a damn thing for their life, they don't do a damn thing for no one else's life, they don't do a damn thing for their children's life, but they gonna magically succeed. When some of the people who bust their asses get up there and fail. But someone who spends all day in grandma's attic, okay, playing goddamn Call of Duty all day long and ain't worked in 9 damn years, you trying to tell me that he's somehow become a success? Man, get the hell out of here, man.
Hey,
Quit
hey,
telling
hey,
me
hey.
that. Quit telling me that lie. And quit telling them that lie.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
X, Art. Y'all both met y'all wife. Each of y'all, right? Each of y'all met your respective wives on the first day and said, "I'm going to marry her." And that was your first girlfriend you ever talked to, the first girl you ever talked to, right?
I don't know where you're going, but I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm listening too.
Yeah, like no, you saw the first time you went out looking for a girl, that was your wife, and now you're married and you're still married, chilling, right?
Yeah.
Because you never shot your shot at nobody and failed. You never went out
Nope.
and had a girlfriend beforehand and that shit didn't work out. You know what I mean? Like, no, everything you do is just swish, swish, swish. People are scared to miss.
Or scared of rejection.
Jordan missed more shots than half the niggas in the league ever took.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you know, also would add too is that, you know, when they are actually challenged certain things or whatever, some people don't realize that sometimes when you fail, it's either not your time yet or it's not your lane to enter. You know, once you're able to figure that out, then you shouldn't have too many problems at all. But some people fail with lack of attempts. You know, since they put the pizza down and the Call of Duty down and did a half-ass effort, then they're gonna say, well, it didn't work anyway, so I'm gonna discourage everybody from trying to try anyway too, because I didn't work for me. I'm like, dude, you just left Call of Duty last night and tried this job the next day and you didn't really prepare yourself for it. So why are you taking it out on other people that's getting the hustle way more, you know, way more diligently than you are? You know,
Yeah.
I had to
And what
really push
about?
that. Hmm?
Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead.
That's I really have to put that out there because the effortless people are really shaming the ones that are really putting a lot of work in.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. I
what I was
agree.
gonna say along the lines of what you're saying, right? Then you got the ones that are prepared for it, and then when the opportunity comes, they doubt themselves.
Yeah, yeah,
They don't
because
want to
Yeah.
do it. It's like,
what,
dude, you can do this, dog. You've been
what if
doing
you took
all.
and crew? What if you took one of these fools and said, "Hey, by the powers invested in me, you are now the president of the United States," and then you
Uh,
give them all a little the
Sure.
notebook and then walk away? You thinking these fools will try to attempt to run the country? I
man,
don't know. I don't know what to do. I just left the work. Dude, who said that you can't really appoint people around you to make sure you get it done right?
yeah, everybody got all they YouTube buddies
Yeah.
that that are geniuses and professors and doctors and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Everybody has them.
Yeah.
Everybody has them. Why don't you call them? Look, bro, you can quit your job now. That
Uh-oh.
YouTube money you was finna make, here go 100,000 right now. Come on, I need you in the meeting right now. I'm the president.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. But people, what I think happens sometimes, man, is people they don't think beyond right now. Who getting their house raided right now?
Yeah, I
I
had
think
to cut off my alarm. It's okay.
They call him Art because James Bond after his ass. No, that man done
nah,
robbed the Louvre.
what what I think happens is a lot of people, man, they don't think past right now. Okay, whatever they can't do right now today, that's it.
Alarm me.
Anything that they have to
Alarm me.
plan for or wait on or work towards, a lot of people don't want to be bothered with that. If they can't achieve that shit today right now, they're not interested in it. They see that as a waste of time because it's going to take them 2 weeks, it's going to take them 2 months, it's going to take them 2 years to get it. Okay, as opposed to 2 minutes, it's going to take 2 days, it's going to take 2 weeks 2 months. So they don't think further than that. You know.
So are you telling me? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
So are you telling me these guys and these women that smoke a dub a day can't cut it down to a 10 a day and save that, and at the end of the week they got an extra $70, and at the end of the month they got an extra damn near $300, and they'd be like, wow, where the hell did that come from?
Well,
I mean, Jesus, roll a joint instead of a blunt.
I hate to say this, man, about black folks, but the way some of us live, we live like we gonna die tonight. Yeah, we live like we gonna die tonight. You know, so we just we looking for that instant gratification. So whatever we don't get done today, we like the hell with it. You know, we gonna die tonight anyway. So we might as well go ahead and burn up everything we got and fuck up all our money and get that last game of Madden and Call of Duty in, because tonight we're gonna be dead. I mean, that's kind of how we live, man. If you can understand what I'm saying, we live like we're gonna die. So
I read that in the book. I forgot what book he said, but he said dream like you're gonna live forever, but you gotta live like you're dying tomorrow.
Yeah, and you know, my old man used to tell me all the time, like, son, you know, you should be thankful if you wake up every day. He said, because you could die in your sleep. He said, but what you should do, just in case you happen to survive, is plan something for tomorrow, just in case you happen to wake up. That's what my father used to tell me all the time. He said, you could die in your sleep tonight, son. He said, but you need to plan for tomorrow, just in case you wake up. And I think that's for a lot of us as black folks, and we don't really follow that. Like I said, we live like we gonna die tonight. We ain't thinking about tomorrow or next week or next month or next year. We ain't thinking about that shit. We're not. That's why we always worry about other people's money. Oh, snap. Why you mad? TV in the house was good, man.
Man, not much. How you doing, Brother X?
I'm all right, man. We talking about these pocket watching ass Negroes, man, watching everybody's pockets and trying to make any media money.
You know, Info Man got that nice ass mic and everything, man. I don't know. I think he doing better than the entire manosphere.
Who?
Info Man.
Who? Oh, Info Man.
Yeah. Like, look at him. He got all the graphics and everything. He hiring white folks to do that.
Well, that's what they say now. That's the running comment now. If you happen to get big and make some dollars on this shit, everybody swears up and down that you working for white. They swear up and down that white folks are supporting you, white folks giving you money and all that kind of nonsense. Now that may have some truth to it. Because I know I have a few white listeners, okay? But I'm not working for white folks because maybe a handful of white people listen to me and possibly donate to me. That don't mean I'm working for them, does it? But if they feel like if you doing good and you making a lot of money on, oh man, you're working for the white folks. We're all working for the white folks if we're on YouTube. Goddamn, YouTube owns it.
Exactly.
YouTube owns this shit. I mean,
now, what they gonna say? What they gonna say if you in Cali and you selling suntan oil?
Yeah.
You working for white folks, definitely, because ain't no black folks buying that shit.
I think we kind of get a little off track, man, when it comes to shit like that. So with black folks, we funny with money anyway, boy. Money will divide us before anything else, right? And if someone happens to think that you getting your hands on a little more than they're getting, throw anything at chicks. You working for white folks, you cooning, you scamming, you're tap dancing, you're throwing black folks under the bus, you know, all that kind of nonsense. That's what they throw at you when they think you big enough. Long as you small, they don't say too much. When you get big and your audience get big, they'll throw any damn thing at you to see if it stick, and they definitely money. Yeah, they watching your money now. They looking, boy. I can't say this enough tonight. They are paying attention to what happens in that goddamn super chat. Yeah, they watching it closely. They're tabulating it. They know how much money you make. So you got to go on your analytics and calculate your shit at the night because you ain't really paying attention. But they got that pad out, boy. They got that. Boy. Yeah, they writing it down every time donation. So
yeah, because you know any
man.
link you put in your description, right? It goes through YouTube first before it goes out to the link that you're sending it to. You know what I mean? Like if you click on any link, like in your description, one of my description, anybody's description, and instead of like copy text, you right click and go to copy link, and go look what that link says. It says YouTube / this that. That's so they can count it and see where that click came from. They be on that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really think about it, you got a lot of these Negroes that actually was raised that way. You know, they come from communities which you have people, you know, that pocket watched all the time. You know, you could be somewhere, say your neighbors get a nice, as you was young, they get a nice car, and probably your mother or father was like, well, look at that, what they doing. I was able to get that car. You know, I used to see that a lot, you know, growing up. And I come from a 2-parent home. And I'm not going to say it was my parents, but you had people. Actually, one instant, my father had actually just got a new car. The next day, our house was broken. And come to find out, the neighbors, who he knew for years, broke in the house. And it's just like, you know, that's just how we was raised. It's just like this in our minds. Like, hey, if this person got something new or got this, that, you know, hey, they must got money. And it's just like, you know, it's embedded in us. So me personally, I mean, as I was younger, I kind of, if I see somebody with a nice car and he getting all the women, I'm looking like, what are you doing? You know, like,
on that note, brother. On that note, I don't know if this applies to everybody on the panel, but don't you dread when you buy something new? Don't you dread like keeping the boxes out for a long time, or even walking in with a box, knowing that somebody's going to see you walk that in the house, like a TV box or whatever, and you got to throw that box away? You're like, damn, I need to cut this damn thing up.
Yeah, you got a big screen box of 50-inch right there. You know, by the garbage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because they watching you. They know what you got, man. They watching you.
Yes, exactly.
They're watching you.
You know, they was friendly at first, but then they just basically now just, you know, saying one words to you, looking at you crazy.
I know. The funny part is, oh, you got a nice TV there. And I'm like, who told you?
Right. Who told you?
Like, what were you watching? You know, I didn't even see you when I drove up.
But they be like, you got to get a new car. Like, wait a minute, I thought you was working here. I'm like, I'm still working there. Oh, so you could, you know, sometimes they don't want to, you go forward that. Don't worry about that. It's none of your business. And so,
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, when I bought because I'm an open box king, right? You know, at Best Buy, I never buy my stuff in the box. I literally put my new TV in a trash bag and brought that home.
Yeah.
I did not want them to know what was in that mug.
I used to be the same way. I used to kind of wait till like probably 3 a.m, you know, because I know I had something big carry. I just be like, no, hopefully mostly people will be asleep carrying that in my apartment, because I'm just like, it's huge. And I know, you know, they look in, they don't even say hi, they just staring at what's that in his hands. So
don't get me wrong, crazy. I got a nice neighborhood, but still, you can't be too cautious.
Exactly, you
Hell
can't.
no,
you can't. You know, you'd be like I said, you surprised. So
it's the ones closest to you who plunge the sword the deepest. So you know, I mean, with that kind of crap, I mean, it's never really somebody. Ain't nobody driving, you know, from the other side of town on most nights to come break into your house. It's somebody who crossed the street They next door, they down the road. Why? Because they know what time you go to work. They know what time you come home. They know what time your wife go to work. They know what time you come home. They know what time your kids get off the bus. Why? Because they sitting around all day playing Call of Duty, so they see you come and go. They see you come in and out. They see your wife go to work. They see your kids get off the bus. Because, see, they sitting right by the window playing Madden and Call of Duty for 14 hours a day. So they see your coming and goings. They know you won't be back till 4 o'clock.
Right.
They know your kids don't get off the bus till 3:30.
Let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you guys this. Is it true that the worst pocket watchers are your spouses?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they can count. They can count your money now. Yeah, they count your money. They count your money.
In-house pocket watchers.
Oh yeah.
They's the worst. Oh my God.
Especially when you bought one thing. So you bought a lawnmower? I should buy 10 pair of shoes.
Right. Like what? Like
yeah.
Like,
I say it depends on what you choose. It depends on what you choose.
Okay, break it down, True.
I don't know about that one, brother.
I don't know. I made a bad choice in the first place. Well, I ain't gonna say bad. I was just young.
A woman or what you bought?
With my wife.
Oh, okay.
I mean, man, it was one time like with
she spent all our money. Like, goddamn. Went to Macy's, bought me an outfit. She said, "Don't we look good, baby?" I said, "We look like we fucking broke. What the fuck?" You got a handful of receipts and shit. No. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
You said we look
like, damn.
Broke.
Oh man!
Look, I was staying with a young woman. Me and her had an apartment together, and her car was on the flat, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't have a jack." So I was like, "Okay, let me go." I didn't tell her. I was just like, "Let me go buy a jack." So I went and bought the big jack. I wanted a big one. I was like, "I ain't gonna buy the small one." So I come back and she was just like, "What's that?" I'm like, "It's the heavy duty jack." And she was like, "Well, did we really need that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, because now it could be for mine and yours." She was like, "No, how you feel? You know, if I go to the store and overspend and brought this back," I'm like, "If it's supposed to help us, I wouldn't have a problem with it." You know, she didn't really talk to me for the rest of the day. She didn't say, I was like, "This is to help us. It can help us in the future."
Yeah.
And she had a problem with that.
See? Because that shit don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing to them. See, it's only if they think that. Mm-hmm. If they think that it will help in the future, then it's worth it. If you think that, it's irrelevant.
Right?
See how that works?
It's you being irrational. You know.
Oh yeah.
You're not spending right, but it's like, oh yeah. This for the help us. No, blah blah blah. But I'm like, okay, well, I can take it back and your tires to be on the flat. No, go ahead, fix that. But still, I should go buy this. Like he said, like you went and bought this, and then she turned around. Well, I'm gonna go buy 50 bras and panties, and okay, really? You know, I mean, at least make it Victoria's Secret. I mean, it's gonna be lingerie. No, it's gonna be granny. Oh, what the
fuck? Yeah, man. I know, boy. I know the feeling. Yes, I do.
That's a great. Oh my God, I didn't think of that till you said that. Oh my God.
Yeah, you be jammed up, boy. I'm telling you.
You come home and
you be sitting down once you get to yourself, you be asking yourself, how the hell did I let this shit happen? You be like, how did I let this happen?
Right.
You know? How did I let this continue? How did I let this go on?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, the power of the whatever.
My wife heard me talking about this. So this is men's talk. I told her.
Yeah.
I understood what y'all talking about. I went, nah.
You know, this is it's barbershop talk.
Thank you.
If you will.
Yeah.
I had to break it down to her though. I'm like, they're always worried about, about their shoes and clothes and stuff like that. But like brother was saying, we buy stuff that takes care of the whole family. Most of the time, you know. I mean, if I'm gonna buy a lawnmower or something, I have a feeling that that lawnmower applies for the house.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not wearing a lawnmower to work.
Nope. Yeah, well, you know, most men we make very few unilateral purchases. I mean, when we buy things, we buy things for our business and stuff like that, but you know, usually when we go and we purchase something, I mean, we're thinking about the whole, you know, house in a whole. We're not just thinking about ourselves, especially if it's a big purchase. You know, if it's a purchase that, you know, it's something that's gonna serve everyone, not just serve you. You know, most times as a man, it's gonna serve more than you.
So X, how you feel about buying like a big old sewing and quilting machine?
Sewing?
I'm talking about, dog. It's like a car note.
A quilting machine.
Yeah, for your wife.
Is a quilting machine?
Like,
man.
Like
where do you find them sisters at?
Yeah.
Besides like Hong Kong. You probably find them in Hong Kong or something, but where you find them sisters that would break down a sewing machine under the age of 30?
You probably
you ain't gonna find them under 30. I don't think so. Listen, I don't think so.
Maybe 40. Let's try 40. Under 40.
She probably use it to break your windows or something when you made her mad. That's what you gonna use it.
But I'm just going old school on what like I was raised on. You know what I mean? Like my mama do the sewing. My aunt, my daddy's sister, she can goddamn interior your car. She do furniture and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
nice.
Like that's like the old school women I was around. Been married, you know what I mean, forever. You know what I mean? Even though my parents divorced, but you know what I mean? The new marriages been forever.
You know something? I would like somebody to film of them giving a sewing machine, especially like as a gift to a woman like in her 20s. I like to see that, like film it. That'd probably be like
hey dog,
that shit?
I would love to see that, like under the tree. Oh my God, it's a big box too.
Probably didn't know what it
be
was.
Good. I can't wait to open this.
They wouldn't know what it was.
Get the video out.
Right, that's a video.
Man, I'll Facebook that, and I'll live with it. Live Facebook that.
Man, world star. They would be like, "What is that?" Like,
they wouldn't know what it was.
I'll tell you where you can find like chicks between bodies shit forever, like all of them. You know what I mean? You could probably find a chick any age. You could probably put your damn 12-year-old son on a chick, give her a sewing machine up here in North Dakota. These chicks still knit and crochet and shit.
Oh, that's cool. That's bad.
Like, I mean, like the fucked up part. I'm B1 all day, right? You saw my hat that I be wearing in my videos, that RBG hat. Shorty at my work made that for me. And you think it was a black shorty?
Most of them wouldn't even know what that was, man. They would think it was a damn spaghetti maker or some shit. They'd be like, "Oh, you got me a spaghetti maker."
Listen, brother, they couldn't even go on. They couldn't even go on YouTube to even try to use it. They're gonna be like, "What is that?" Hey, look, and the name is on the box, and they still like, "So what does this?
What does this do?
Who am I finna sue?
Right.
What does this shit do?
Right. Did you call a lawyer?
Sewing? What's that?
Just gonna write the contracts?
Right. I told you they think it was a pasta maker. Right. They think that shit's something to make damn pasta with. You know, they be pouring water and flour in it and the whole nine. Trying to make dough and put that shit in there. Straight jacket. You'd be like, "What the hell are you doing?" She had a shit in the kitchen. That shit wouldn't be like in the dining room or the den. That shit be in the kitchen.
You showing emoji faces on piece of stuff and shit. I can make emojis on this. Look at this.
Yeah, like, all kinds of shit. I see that info back. Oh, he was back. Must be.
Oh my God.
Back or you? Well, shit. Brother Info probably doing 2 other streams at the same time.
Back, brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you, brother.
Hey, how y'all doing? I hear you. Like I said when I left the show earlier, man, it's just a lot of cracking crunch type Negroes on YouTube that hate on you. That's all. Like I said, they're not doing anything for themselves. They see you doing something, and I bet you any kind of money. A lot of these motherfuckers, if you was to tell them, brother X, I'll share some of my money with you. These same Negroes that's hating on you would be more than happy to share your super chat.
Oh, hell yeah. And guess what?
Yeah, all of a sudden they'd be nice to you.
Oh, they'd be your biggest supporters.
And would get mad if you didn't give them enough. They'd be like, oh, you gave me $50 last month, and now this month you only giving me $35.
Right.
You know, like they work for that shit.
Like,
oh man, you only gave me $35.
You give a $49.99. Man, what a penny.
Yeah, like they work for that shit.
Right.
Like, man,
right.
I'm telling you, man.
That's right.
I say this all the time, man. I love our people, man, but sometimes, man, I just hate the shit they do. I hate the way they operate. I hate the shit they say. I hate just the way they are with other black folks. It's like it makes it hard to love them. Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. They make it hard, man. Our people, man, they make it hard to love them, boy. They do. You love them, but it's a hard love. It's like, it's that love that you just want to choke them. Like, it's sort of like when you got a dog that you really, really like, you got like an animal and you really like the dog and they do something stupid. They shit on the carpet. Right. You just want to choke the damn dog. You like the dog, you love the dog, but you do want to choke that motherfucker. And it's like that with black folks sometimes.
But
you just want to choke them.
But
that's what I call the big homies.
They was shit on the carpet, but when you take them outside, they won't do anything. When you like, okay, here's time to shit, they don't shit. That's black people. Seriously, some black people.
Exactly. Exactly. You take the dog outside, you don't do nothing. You bring him in the house and shit in the middle of the carpet. You're like, God damn, that's black folks. You take him outside,
dragging his ass across the floor.
And you know what's crazy? You're like you gave him a little nose tapping or whatever. And you give him a little nose popping, and then basically he shit on that carpet again. Now he don't even play done. He just run from you when you see you discover that shit on the ground because he know he did wrong.
He know he done screwed up. Yeah. He know he done screwed up. Black people the same way. You take them outside, they won't shit outside. You bring them in your house and they take a dump in the middle of your kitchen. You're like, God damn, man. You could at least went to the bathroom. You had to shit my kitchen. You had to shit on the kitchen counter, brother.
And then
get mad at you because you saying something about it.
Right.
Like, damn.
I was outside with you in the snow. It's cold out here. I don't want to be out here. I come out from my heated house to take you out to use the washroom, and you don't use it out here. I'm out here with you. I'm cold. Then I think we go back in the house, and you is pooping. Like, really? Like, okay. And then they looking at you like, hey, what? Like, what I do wrong?
Yeah. That's it, man. That's black folks. Well, I'm telling you, some of us, unfortunately, that's some of us. Some of us, that's how we operate, man. And it's the same with everything else, man. It's like, because I can't say this enough, man. It's like the 4th time I said this tonight, man. Everything that we all do, everybody up here has a channel, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not impossible. It's not impossible for brothers to have a YouTube channel. It's not impossible for brothers to make a few coins on this YouTube channel. It's not impossible. Like I said before, some of us are very good at it. Some of us suck at it. Some of us are excellent at it. but all of us can do it. We're not doing anything that no one else can't do. I cannot say that shit enough. So if you don't like the fact that Info Man or Why You Mad or CRU or Brother Art is making some pennies on goddamn YouTube, if you that mad, this is what you do. Obviously on YouTube because you watching their shit. That's how you know they getting a few calls, because you watch their shit. All right. All you got to do is you start doing what you think you could do to make money. You get up there and talk and do the research and do the graphics and come up with the topics and do all that kind of stuff. And you could be doing the same thing. You probably would be better off investing your time in that, as opposed to investing time into coming to all our channels and bitching and moaning about the $5 and $10 and $20 we get in a damn super chat. Your time would be more valuably spent like that, man, instead of sitting around freaking bitching and moaning about someone else's money.
This is Captain Crunch Negroes. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to have a good handful of brothers that you can just air out all your stuff about some terrible Negroes. You're like, can't you believe this nigga said this on Saturday? Blah blah. You gotta deal with some people to let you know that you ain't from outer space. Like these are really some petty Negroes.
Yeah. Usually the usual suspects, as I call them. Like everybody here is like the usual suspects. Well, except for CRU. This is only his second time, on the old DXO broadcast. I tell him I round up the usual suspects. We just kind of go ham on Thursday nights about something.
I like the word Struggle Mountain you come up with. I like Struggle Mountain. That's a good
Struggle Mountain. Struggle Mountain.
Struggle Mountain, man. I ain't gonna forget that one.
Next week, y'all, because I took y'all advice, brothers. I took your advice, Brother Art, and you said that we should have, somebody from the psychiatric field kind of breaking some of this crap down. So I did reach out to a couple of the psychiatrists / psychologists that I know, and I might be able to bring one on next week. They said they're going to let me know. So, maybe we can diagnose some of these crazy folks around here. Because I told them, I said, I need them to come and diagnose some of these crazy people. And they said, okay, they'll get up and do some diagnosis for me. So next week that might be on. Don't hold me to it, y'all, because I got to wait for them to get back to me. All right. So I did hit up 2 people, because I do know a couple doctors, and I hit up 2 give me kind of on the fence answer. So we're gonna see what happens, but I'm definitely gonna try to get somebody in here to break down some of these damn mental conditions that our folks got. But shoot, we should be asking Brother Info Man, because he works in psychology.
Yeah, I did a video with Brother D. Durrell, who is a certified therapist as well. And we sort of did a thing called Black Mental Health, because, brothers, we can laugh, we can giggle, we can say things about Black people being crazy. That's the word that we like to say, crazy Uncle Charlie, crazy Ray. But some folks in our family did have or do have legitimate mental illness or disorders that have gone undiagnosed or untreated. And we simply just see them as crazy this, or Aunt May was touched, things of that nature. And I think it's a big problem, because in our community, it's something that's taboo that we don't really want to address, because it doesn't look masculine. It doesn't look strong. It makes you look like you're very weak. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of us are suffering on one level or another of some mental problems. Well, for example, everybody, how can I say this? You guys are not going to believe what I'm going to say to you, but do you know that all of you at some point in time have been psychotic? And I'll tell you how. Well, if all of you, every time you go to bed and you dream at night, that's actually a psychotic episode that you're having, because you're dreaming and believing in something while you're asleep. You're believing that something is real when it's not. So you're being delusional. You're the most psychotic when you're in your sleep. That's anybody across the board. Okay. And everybody has some form of depression that comes and goes. It's just how you deal with it. Some of us have depression that's chronic. Some of us have depression that comes about based on life's ups and downs. We have moments when we feel that we have what you call your positive stress and your negative stress. So we're always being impacted by something that's affecting our psyche. And then being Black men in America, we have to also deal with the institutional racism, the subliminal racism that's out there, all these things that are hitting us at so many different levels. So we have the stress of the fact that we need to get home. You know, we need to get out the door, back home safely. We know we can be stopped by police. We have the stresses of knowing that we have families to raise and kids to take care of, and we don't want to lose our jobs. There's job anxiety about, will you get, first hired, last hired, first fired. There's all kind of anxiety that we deal with as Black men in particular. And I don't think that we really have addressed that. And so that's something that I would like to get brothers together on a live stream to really address mental illness as it relates to Black males in particular, because we know that a lot of Black males right now are going homeless. And what's not being addressed in that area of homeless is that some of these Black males that are going homeless, some of them have some mental health issues that are out there on the streets, and nobody addresses that. Women, if it was a lot of women in these conditions, they would be addressed. But because nobody really gives a damn about men, our issues are never really addressed on a national, on a big level. So I think on YouTube, something that we as Black men need to do, and I think we should have these sort of conversations on all our different channels. I think we need to have a series in which Black men can come together and really have a serious conversation about mental illness, specifically as it relates to Black men. And I know it's not a pretty subject. It ain't gonna make it's not gonna be a happy subject, but it is a reality that we need to address because it's killing us.
Yeah, I want to add on to that. I'm echoing. Okay, I want to add on to that.
Brother Art.
Is that I think the manhood itself is always in it's always been trying to, I guess people been trying to take that away from us from all different directions, even damn near during slavery and after slavery. Your manhood is always being questioned, changed around, redefined, all those different things, and we've been holding on to it. And we had to fight everybody. We had to fight our women for our manhood, our boss, the white man, the Asian man. Everyone is always challenging your manhood. And this is in the middle of trying to psychologically get over the traumas that was passed down to us. So I think that mental illness itself is part of the plight.
Mm-hmm. Let me say this. This is why we need to dig into these issues. The unlike any man in this society, I'm going to ask you brothers this question. When has the Black man been able to freely think for himself, be himself, live for himself, engage and define society for himself? We live in a society that has been defined primarily by Europeans. Black men have never been able to define themselves. We've always been in a situation in which we've been trying to prove ourselves. Why do you think so many Black men went to war? World War I, World War II. We were always trying to prove that we were what? Patriotic, that we are real citizens. We've always been trying to prove something. So the problem, I think that's unique to us is that Black men in American society and maybe even abroad, we have never been in a position freely to define ourselves and create our own agenda and reality for ourselves. And I hate to say this, I don't even think our women, in some cases, not all, have allowed us to be ourselves and create our own reality. Now, that's how I see it, brothers. Okay, and that goes for you, Captain Crunch, Negroes out there too.
May I answer that?
That's my new word now. That's gonna be my new word.
I'm stealing that shit, brother Info, man. I'm stealing that shit. I'm stealing that shit.
Crunch chewing Negroes.
Stolen, goddamn it.
Chomp and chomp. You name it, shoot. They're it.
So what do you brothers think about what I said? Have we, in terms of our to be able to define ourselves? I mean, just to be in charge of ourselves completely. When have we had that?
Can I answer that?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, see.
Okay. So first answer, before they came over here, before the Europeans came over here, we did that.
But I think let me re-preface that. I'm not talking about as it relates to the continent of Africa before you.
No, I'm talking about here.
In America. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, didn't we populate the world tens of thousands of years ago?
Yes, yes.
Okay, then the European has only been here 6,000 years. So we were here. That proves that.
Okay.
So we've done that.
What about the modern black man, though? We know that there's the ancient black. Let me say this, brother. There's the ancient black man at one point in time lived without these mayonnaise people, right? But currently, the modern black man, we have been in a state of not knowing who the hell we are. You see what I'm saying? In this modern time, I mean.
The whole world still copies us. So to me, it's like we're doing what we're doing, and they're copying us. Yeah, they still got they boot on our neck and shit like that. They're trying to make life harder for us and everything. They're failing at it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They had
but we're not making any money off. Look, white people imitate our images. We don't make any money off of our images that are stolen. It was Tommy Hilfiger who came out with the skull cap when black men were wearing stocking caps on their head to create waves in our head. Why the hell did we let a white boy take an idea that he watched us doing and he now gets rich off of it?
Same thing with rock and roll.
So what I'm saying is everyone's getting rich off of whatever identity we think that we have in this time. But when you talk about defining something for yourself and controlling something, we're not controlling the things that we are creating. Look at all the black inventors. If you notice, most of the black inventors that lived prior to us, they got their patents because a white man was willing to co-sign to get them a patent. And then guess what? We think today that a lot of these inventions were created by white folks because it's got their names on it when they stole the invention from the black man because they got the patent was put in their name.
Yeah, Claude Anderson wrote a book or two on that.
Yeah, because at one point in time they didn't give black men patents, so they had to use their white counterparts that were willing to invest in the damn invention. Now I'll rest right there, brothers. I know Eric.
But I want to address what you're saying, Info. Is that what makes what standard are they using to define what a good black man is to our women? On the most part, most of the time is what a white man can do for his woman. But we haven't really had anything that was well defined on who a black man is. The closest thing we had is what Nation and the Moorish Science Temples and the Pan-Africanists. I mean, that's the closest we got, but other than that, we don't have anything as a totality to where we can get away from this whole define. Like, for example, the fact that I can pay for your weave, your fur coat, and all other things that the white man wants you to look like. If I can pay for that, I'm a good black man.
Well, see, this is it. Let me just say this last statement for now. This is where old crazy man RBR has it right. I had a chance to talk to that brother and bury the hatchet with him. I know he's wild like a fox, but where he is right, believe it or not, and I've been analyzing it, is that we get on YouTube and I agree with him, we're using white arguments to define black people. So when you have sisters on YouTube talking about what black men are not doing and what we should be doing, they're actually using a white talking point to define us. So they're using the sort of ideologies that white men or white people use to define us as being lazy, shiftless Negroes. So when you hear Cynthia G saying dusty beta males and all that kind of stuff, she's actually using the same type of ideology that white people have used to define black men as being what? That we're lazy and shiftless. Where does that shit come from? It comes from out of the ideology of white people trying to project their racism upon us. And then we get on YouTube repeating their talking points. We're not even speaking in our own fucking language and our own ideology. It's a borrowed ideology because we're so freaking culturally conditioned. And we do it as men, and our women do it towards us. And then we sit up here and beat on our chest and think that we're saying some shit when actually we're using their talking points, which makes us think that they are superior to us when they're not.
Yeah, because we're using their land.
I can agree with that.
Right quick. But can we say this? If information man has the white man been pocket watching the black man, the black family?
Goddamn right he has. He's been watching everything and then taking it right off the damn top.
He pocket watched Bill Cosby for sure.
Oh yeah, they definitely pocket watch Bill.
And that's how I look at these black women that be on there like the wig. I don't even say her name. They pocket watch. They doing the same fucking things. They're using the same talking points. So it's no different. You know, they just can't get that type of man that black man that they want. So they go that direction. The same with the white man. You know, they couldn't come up with them ideals. So what did they do? They had to steal them, but they had to pocket watch. They had to see like, okay, what is there to gain? This shit been going on for years. That's what I mean. We've been raised in this shit. You know, so that's why I agree with you. If information, man, that's real talk. What you just said, but we need to start looking at it outside the box. Like, okay, what are they after? Like you said, they trying to steal the ideals. They want the money.
Yeah, I don't think they really know, because when you think about it, they are some of the biggest purveyors of the white power structure, the white supremacy boogeyman. And I'll tell you why I'm saying that, because it, like brother just finished saying, come at us with white folks talking points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So obviously, if they are comparing us to white people, white men, if we're being compared to those white men, that means that they see white men as this superior being, this supreme being, because what they're doing is asking black men to live up to this being, therefore saying that the white man is the standard. So I have a hard time when I hear them talk this white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, because who thinks he's more supreme than you? You think he's more supreme than us. We don't think that. You think that. And you're spewing that at us and telling us to live up to that. So who really thinks that the white man is supreme? You or us?
Jesus. They pray to white
exactly.
Jesus.
And you know, exactly. Go right ahead.
Hold on, let me say this right quick. But you want to know why? You know, we don't think that, because how did the white man become supreme? He came from off our backs, from our hard work, our hard labor. That's how. And that's why we know. See, we know better, because we see how they, just like the rap industry. How do they come rich? Are they rapping? Do they
lies and trickery?
Perform? That's the same. That's how it's been for decades, for centuries, really. That's why we don't think that. We know what we did. Our grandfathers, our parents tell us what they did, and we turn around and we try to eliminate it, and we try to do the same thing. Them, they don't look at it that way. See, they just want this shit. You know, they want it there is hey, what y'all doing now? But we know what we've been doing. That's why I don't look at like people like the wig. I know what I'm doing. I could care less. I'm not here to satisfy her. Fuck you. Thank you. You can keep disrespecting me.
Let me.
I'm gonna continue this shit on, and I'm gonna tell my sons, hey, this is what you could do. This is what we did. Give it to them and help. Hey, take that shit to the next level.
Yeah, let me make this point too. I had a chance to look at YouTube over the last weekend, and there was a narrative being put out there somehow that black men are so hungry for white women, we do anything to get white women, and you hear this coming from black women, that black men that we just want white women, and the fact of the matter is, in general, as black men, we want women that are going to be cooperative with us, loving. We want black women. We want women that we can work with, that make us feel a certain way. But at the end of the day, black women are also, once again, they must see white. They see white men as superior to us, and they want us to emulate white men. But they never want to speak upon their inferiority or their feeling inferior to white women, because they talk about white women in such a way about how we go for them. In some way, I think deep down in the self-conscious mind of some black women, not all, they actually see themselves inferior to white women, although they're not, but they feel that way when they see brothers going for white women. And as much as they want to address us and say, oh, you're a dusty male for being with white women, they never address the fact that they have had to compete with white women themselves. And that's been a problem for black women. And they've always had to, the white women, their beauty has been put up on a pedestal as a standard in this society and in this world. And black women have felt inadequate to be able to compete with that. And then when they see us with white women, they always say that the best of us with the money will give our money and our wealth to a white woman. And black women never address the inferiority that they have to white women, but they will address, as I've heard Cynthia G say, they will address and ask questions like, what are black men doing to fight against white supremacy? But yet I never hear black women that I've heard so far. I've never heard them say, what are black women doing to fight off the white supremacy of white women? What are black women prepared to do to fight against white women who give birth to these white supremacist men who fuck with us? Okay, white women who give birth to white children, white girls who grow up to be teachers, who go into the public school system and label black young men as what? Learning disabled, hyperactive. So the question is, are black women feeling inferior to white women? Because where is their pushback and challenge to white women who have gotten black men hung, who have been a part of the Klan? And I could go on and on and on, brothers.
I got an answer that's probably not that popular, but I got an answer to her question about what are black men doing to fight white supremacy. I think the best thing that black men always do is continue to try to get with a good black woman. That's fighting white supremacy.
I like what you said. And that's why I kind of wanted to say that, like when the black man, where the black people was at their best. But I remember Information Man was talking about with the black men. It was usually when it was a black community where there was black men, fathers in the home. When it was a family structure.
Yeah, that's the white man's Achilles.
You just said, brother. That's a fact, brother. Because that's when we at our strongest.
Yeah. What can he do when you have a strong black family?
Not a damn thing. I put a link in the chat, y'all, because Brother Info was talking about the mental health of black men. Check out that video, because me and psychotherapist Brother Jones, Universal Jones, because he works in psychology, he's a psychotherapist, and me and him did a show, and that was actually a really good stream that him and I did. So y'all check that out. And he actually addressed the mental health of black folks. So you might want to take a gander at it. It's getting kind of late, so I'll give everybody some last words before we peel out. Whoever want to go first can.
Well, let me say, I do appreciate you having me on here. I had to go first because I got to get up early as hell.
I knew you was going to say that.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on, though, brother. I do.
Don't forget that organic beer.
Yeah.
Man, there's people that make beer at home, dog.
I know.
Man, they out here, man. They going, man. They finna go play some kind of game. It's not hockey, but they be on the ice sliding, damn near butt ass naked. I'm like, no, no, yeah, that's what y'all do out there. Y'all crazy up here. But they're gonna be swimming in the ice fishing and everything up here. You don't even want to like trick your phone out and go through Tinder up here. Every chick got a fish in her picture, or a dead deer or something. Hey, oh my god,
a dead deer.
yeah, one she just shot. Like, oh my god.
We got enough snow in
No,
California, bro.
no thanks.
And ain't the
No
weather.
thanks.
Hey, at least you grab one of these. It's like a horse. It'll help you survive.
That's crazy. He said a dead deer that she just shot.
Took down a moose.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
Nah, you gotta go up to Canada for that shit. I ain't going. But yeah, man. Yeah, info, X art at what's why you mad? Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely, brother. You know you're always welcome on the old TPOT YouTube page, my brother.
For sure, man.
Peace.
Peace.
Anybody else?
Yeah, because I got to get on out of here. I just wanted to say, appreciate it. Brother X, it's always a pleasure being here on the panel. Glad I was able to get on this one. It was a great show. I just wanted to tell the brothers, especially these black men that be on YouTube and disrespecting these other brothers or paying attention to what these brothers, their income or what they get in super chats. Like, look, that's a good thing. Support them. Put your money where your mouth is. Don't worry about that shit. These brothers are out for your well-being. They out for the black family. They want to see you do better as an individual and just, black people as a collective do better. So I'm really I usually try to talk to the brothers, but let's start putting our money where our mouth is and just worry about support. I mean, I can understand if you don't have the money, but still, I mean, give a like, give some props, share the video. But enough for this, worrying about what the next person getting. We can get this shit together, man. I mean, individually or as collectively. But let's stop this pocket watching and disrespecting each other, and let's make this shit happen as like we should do, like our people did in the past. That's all, man. Appreciate it. Good night to everybody. Thank you, everybody, to the panel, man. Peace to you, brother.
Good night,
Peace,
brother.
man.
Peace, brother. Thanks for coming through, man.
So thanks for having me, brother X.
So I go in.
Brother Art.
Oh,
okay.
I go in because I gotta head out. But yeah, like the best remedy for all these kind of shenanigans with people. I mean, our people doing um undesired things is to be around better people, better brothers. Like you were doing tonight. Because the fact that you're getting energy from positive brothers, that other stuff won't even exist. So you got to constantly keep surrounding yourself with positive people. I know certain people cross your path and you stuck with them for whatever because they're in chats and stuff like that. But the fact that you calling them out, other people are keeping an eye out too. So, I mean, that's what it boils down to is that you got to keep pushing positive people so that other people won't even the crazy thing is if you push more positive people in your circle, then it sometimes it creates a force field, like a circle of protection. So I mean I've seen that on several occasions too. So you're not alone. I mean, haterism is here to stay because you won't even know there's good unless you see evil. You ain't gonna know it's hot unless you see cold. So it's going to exist. It's going to be there. And that's the best remedy. And again, the best way to fight white supremacy is for a good black man to find a good black woman.
Absolutely. I agree.
And
100%.
I agree with that too.
And I'm out. Peace, Info Man. Peace,
brother.
Crew.
Yeah,
Peace,
thanks for coming through, brother.
I agree with everything that Art said. He was on point. Get with a good black woman, build a family, take your time, analyze the situation that you put yourself in. Once again, Brother X, thank you for having me on. I would say to the Captain Crunch Negroes out there, don't worry about people's money on YouTube. Worry about your own goddamn money. Get a goddamn job. Get out of your mother's basement. Go out and find out other ways to get streams of income. If you think that what we're doing is so easy, get your damn self a YouTube channel, put out content, and you'll find out how the shit work. Other than that, stop hating on black people. Black people, stop hating on each other. If we are able to make income, hey, support that. We'll support you. You can do something. We give our money to all these other entities that don't look like us, that are not for us, every damn day. If you got a cable TV at home right now, you got Netflix at home, you got all these damn networks or things that you're paying money to, forms of entertainment, then shut the hell up talking about black people on YouTube getting some super chat or whatever damn money. All right. You're already giving your money to white folks who don't even like you. So, Brother X, with that said, thank you. I'm out of here. And to the crap, and once again, to the Captain Crunch Negroes, get a goddamn job in life. Thank you.
Thanks for coming through, brother. I appreciate it. Well, I'm going to close out with this. Tonight, we talked about pocket watching and media money. And, you know, anybody who's on media, y'all already know that, you know, there's a little bit of money to be made in media. And for some of us, there's lots of money to be made in media. And I think the only person who can dictate that is you yourself, whoever you are and whatever your content is or whatever the case may be. Now, like I've been saying all night tonight, I mean, I didn't start doing this YouTube stuff, you know, to try to get rich, because I was doing it before I was making money out of it. All right. More money went into it in the beginning that was coming out of it. I did it for at least a good 2 years where I wasn't making anything. I just did it because I enjoyed doing it. So I don't think that anyone should make hay or take issue because people find value in my platform and want to donate me money. All right. Because y'all seen tonight, I didn't even really mention. I think I mentioned donations one time tonight. But guess what? Donations was just coming in. So it's not like most of us have to really sit up here and quote unquote solicit donations to get donations, because we have people who support the platform. They are the regulars. They are the usual suspects. They are the people who see value in this platform no matter what. So for that to make people mad, I don't quite understand, but I also don't quite care. Like I said earlier, if you have a problem with what a brother does on his YouTube channel or any of his social media, all you have to do is not watch. You don't have to worry about being annoyed about his content. You don't have to worry about being annoyed by him soliciting donations, the videos he make, the panels he has, none of that. Just don't watch. But if you're going to choose to watch, no one's begging you for donations. You don't even have to let people know you're watching. That's the one good thing about YouTube. You can watch it anonymously. So here's a tip. If you're going to be talking crap and you're going to be complaining and whining and bitching, go ahead and do it in your head. Don't share it with the rest of us. You know why? Because most here, they actually want to be here. And they don't mind donating. They don't mind supporting, because, see, they have real lives and they don't have time to sit back and pocket watch other people's media money, even if they're the people who are contributing to it. You understand? You understand, Negroes? But anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Good show tonight. I had a lot of good brothers on here that I have a lot of respect for. Now that we're done with that, this is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to go ahead and watch, not pocket watch. I want y'all to go ahead and watch for Prophet of Thought series on Facebook. That's Prophet of Thought, one word, series, the next word on Facebook. That's our community page. Go ahead, like the page, share the page, follow the page. You can always get up on there, find out what's going on the YouTube page. Also, you can catch up with me a message. I usually answer back within 68 hours. Also, get on up there to the TPOT bandwagon page on Facebook as well. That's a personal page. You can actually send that page a Facebook request, a friend's request on Facebook, and I'll make sure it gets confirmed quick. And while you're there, go ahead and stop by the Prophet of Thought Series fan group page. The Prophet of Thought Series fan group page on Facebook. Go ahead, request to be a member. You'll get up in there quick. I promise. If you don't, just drop me an email and I'll make sure you get up in there. There's always stuff being posted there. Like I said, it's a fan page, so you don't have to just listen to old X. There's other people down there bumping their gums too. Also, check us out on WhatsApp and Instagram. That's the Prophet of Thought on Instagram. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram. You're guaranteed to get a follow back. And now, here we go. Here we go, like we always do. Like we always do. Like we always do. I want you to get your black behinds down there to Twitter and follow us on Twitter. It's at TPOT Media on Twitter. Once again, it's at TPOT Media on Twitter. Go ahead, follow us on Twitter, because if you don't, I will haunt your dreams until your next birthday. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming through tonight. I want to thank everybody in the chat. I want to thank my moderators, and I also want to thank you for showing up tonight and spending some time with us and watching us. Also, make sure you have your black behinds here next week, Wednesday and Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, because you know we have the hours of power on Wednesday night, and you know on those Thursday night DXLs. Now, if you want to be on the hours of power now, you can send me a request to be on the hours of power. Just drop me a line at prophetofthought@yahoo.com. That's prophetofthought@yahoo.com. Who knows? You never know who you're going to be on the show with. You know, it's many personalities out there, and I kind of pick them out of a hat. So if you want to come up on the hours of power, just drop me a line and we'll make it happen. Also, I want to thank, before I go, I want to thank everybody who donated tonight. It's greatly appreciated. You know, the pocket watchers was watching. I guess you felt like making them mad, so you went ahead and made sure you put some super chats in there so they could see it nice and bright. That was good. So I want to thank my distinguished panel for coming through tonight. Brother Info Man, Brother CRU, Brother YU Mad TV, and my big brother Art for coming through tonight. I appreciate all of you, brothers. So, with that, I will leave you with 3 words, like I always do. Open. And we are out of here, y'all. Once I find my damn music, I can't even see. You put my damn glasses on. Oh, I can't even find my damn page. Dark ads. Let me see. Yeah, I'm blind, y'all. I can't even pull up my damn. can't see my stuff. Okay, super dog. It's crazy. I really can't see my thing. What's going on here? Something got messed up, y'all. I don't know what the hell happened here. Because I know y'all like my going out music. Here we go. Once again, I leave you with 3 words. Like I always do, your minds. And we out of here for real. Peace, folks. Only from T. Open your minds.